Yeah, welcome back, everybody, to Ghostfire. Um, Last we left off, you guys had attended the Guild Pack Summit, where some things happened. But you guys were told about this Dragon's Maze that the several guild leaders are going to be having to find champions to go send to other planes on the Ravnica's behalf, which you guys have been elected champions for your guilds. Um, you
Or
guys
volunteered.
Or volunteered. uh, you guys were instructed to meet at the uh, Trans Guild Promenade in 3 days' time. So you guys just took a long rest, uh, starting the 3 days. Um, so if you guys haven't marked off your long rest, you can go ahead and do so.
I
Um,
will. I
and
will mark that. I will
So,
mark it good.
uh, what
cut out on me
happened with
here.
the lady?
Okay.
What
Lady.
happened with the lady?
Are you talking about ZD?
Not ZD. We know what happened to her. The girl that betrayed Nietzsche.
Well, you guys, most of you guys have decided to go look for her. Last Nietzsche told you guys, he told you exactly where she hangs out in the Undercity. So that's a good start.
Yep, and I believe we were headed that way, right?
Okay. I was just curious because you were saying a long rest and thought we went directly from the courthouse to go after her. I didn't know if you were skipping that.
I think we had the courthouse was like right after
No idea what
That's
was
kind of
just said.
roboted out there a little bit.
Dom was saying that he thought the courthouse stuff happened before our long rest, and now we're doing this.
So you guys had long rested, went to the Guild Pack Summit, and then at the end of it, it took probably 4 or 5 hours to do, but there is still time in the day if you guys wanted to do it before you take your long rest. Up
I've
to you
used my
guys.
resources since my last long rest.
Okay. I know some of you guys had used a little bit of resources.
Not really. I used cantrips,
Okay. Well, if that's what you guys
and
want
I
to do.
had one. I had one of my animals out. That was it. I can't remember. I think it was a badger. Was it the badger? Yeah, it was a badger.
Yeah, we were talking about the honey badger.
Badger don't care as it sits in my spot.
So, in the meantime, while the rest of the party is going to look for Zig, Nietzsche, what do you have in mind to do?
Uh, well, I told them that I would meet them back at the library, or at least that's what I told Runner.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's probably where I would be. Um,
Searching for some books.
searching through books. You know what I'm searching for.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm searching for some
I'm gonna have you roll
stuff.
me a wisdom intelligence check or a wisdom investigation check.
A wisdom-based investigation check.
That's correct. Yeah.
So just a +1 instead of a +3.
Yep.
So a dirty 20.
30-20. Okay. Okay. I'll get back to you, Nietzsche.
Yep.
uh,
I'm patient.
all right. So for the rest of you guys have to navigate through the Undercity, which most of you aren't very familiar with. Una's been there before. Blackwell's been there before. I don't think any of the rest of you guys have.
Only under the Orzov Syndicate building.
Yeah, we've been a
Right.
little bit, but not like explored or anything.
Yeah. Una's
Alright.
been under there only with the dire wolf
Okay.
check, so.
So what I'm gonna have the rest of you guys do. I'm gonna have you guys roll me a check. Una and Blackwell, you guys can have advantage on the check. I'll let you guys either roll an insight, perception, or investigation. Up to you.
Fucking 13.
15.
Someone's echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. My volume was on my laptop. I just muted it.
So we got 14, 13, 15, and 19.
What's up? What's good? How's it going, everybody?
I gotta figure out
I'm
why Beyond 20 is not letting me roll
running
advantages.
through a library right now. Everybody else is going after my ex-girlfriend.
I would have rather a survival roll. I should know.
Oh, Art.
Okay. So as you guys make your way through the twists and turns of the Undercity, Avril, you got a kind of a knack for traversing unknown places. You're pretty good about keeping your bearings about you, like which way you're going. You're kind of guiding the party for the most part, where to go. There's a few twists and turns that you come to, some forks in the road that's kind of questionable, but Una and Blackwell are able to guide you kind of where you're going. You guys find your way into a set of sewers that runs underneath Ravnica. You put your tokens on the map here.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you have changed it since I bought my new. Oh, you did. Never mind.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
Can I get a token on there just so I can see?
Yep. I'm gonna put you over here. It's the dynamic lighting and all. All right. So you guys find your way into a set of sewers. It's kind of a sort of a back alley. It's kind of weird because the whole Undercity is kind of like a back alley. But you guys come to this area where Zig is supposedly makes her living quarters at. As you're walking down the sewers, you see planks of wood that kind of go across intervals down the sewer. They kind of lead across the water for easy access. At the very end of the sewer, you can make out a creature. Looks like some kind of large insect-like creature. He kind of stands like he's crawling halfway on the wall, and his other two legs are on the ground. And he wields a spear. He's kind of looking down the other direction, down the sewers. Next to you, you see a wooden door on your left side and on your right side. It looks like where a wooden door once stood has been broken down, and it leads into another room.
Dun dun dun.
You guys know that Zig is nearby somewhere.
Did Nietzsche say there was danger? Nietzsche told us there was many dangers down here, didn't he?
Well, some of us have been down here before, so we kind of avoided some of it.
Ah. So should I punch that thing?
Up to you! Or you could just knock.
Yeah, we're not trying to create a war with a guild right now. We're just trying to take out one problem.
Yeah, plus the living guild pack is in town. Might
we
be a
could
good
do it-
idea not to piss them off.
If we could do it without people like knowing that it's connected with us, all the better.
I do have Brecken with me. Maybe she might be able to look for some, like, an idea of where we can look.
Good idea.
Any suggestions or on how we can get in there and get out without being seen?
Give me a second.
Not my forte. I'm more go through the front door, yell about punch things.
Quick
Yeah, really.
question: would I know that Brecken can do polymorph?
I would say probably not, but you could probably ask Brecken, and she could probably like give you an optimal idea of what she might be able to do.
Okay. Well, I figured they would have that kind of discussion at some point of what each other could do.
That's fair.
Being as close as they are.
I'll say for ease, you can control Brecken as a character, essentially.
Okay. So she once a day she can polymorph somebody.
So can we see everything we see right now?
Correct. Let me look at your and yeah, you can definitely see what's on the map there.
Mom?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
you can see.
So that's a creature, not a person.
This down at the end looks to be some sort of creature, something you're not familiar with.
Huh.
They look humanoid, though. They don't look like a monster, per se.
I was gonna say,
I am
do
asking the group that.
Can I do like a history check or something? See if maybe we read about it somewhere?
Sure.
Or a survival check?
What's that?
I said, or a survival check, just because I like those two.
Yeah, up to you. If you want to make a survival check, you can try it that route.
Oh, Una's gonna use her disguise kit that she has and change her appearance to like not look like who she actually is.
Okay, good idea. Okay,
I still
so
have Una's kits, right? She bought one for everybody.
So-
I have a disguise self fix.
There we go. I still got my mass charm, and I have alter self if I need it.
Damn, when do those things run out?
If you don't use it, if you only use it for an hour, then it never runs out.
Oh, then Una still has hers. I don't have it in my thing.
Yeah, the only time it runs out is if you use it for an extended amount of time.
No, she took it off real early after we ran after those guys back in Strixhaven.
testing non-detection. Okay. So with your survival check, Avril, you it doesn't tell you exactly what it is, but the way it moves around and kind of like guards, it seems to be guarding the area. Nothing in particular, just general like guard duties. But it seems to move around like it's intelligent. Like it doesn't seem to be as mindless as an insect necessarily, even though it looks like one.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd let the group know that and be like, it appears to move with purpose. So it has some semblance of intelligence, at least enough to be doing guard duty at what it appears to be doing.
So don't attack it.
We could try to talk to it. Maybe it knows who we're looking for.
And we don't really want to be seen looking for who we're looking for.
Hey, Bracken, you want to go down and talk to it for us, please? Oh wait, it might not understand. So, never mind, sweetheart.
How
What were
deep?
you
How
wanted to
deep
do?
is how deep is this like water here in the sewer?
Uh, it's a it's not quite to your knees, but it's up there on your lower like shin.
Not deep enough to go under the water.
Hmm. And it reeks.
Yeah, we're in the sewers. Like Una's trying to suppress a slight gag reflex, but at the same time, like, oh,
Yeah. Do you? I guess we'll just try to disguise yourselves. Take off anything that looks too much like who you are, or that you don't want people to see, and then we'll use disguise self and alter self and stuff like that to change our appearance as much as possible.
oh yeah, I still have
Um,
myself. Yeah.
Man, I'm contemplating something. I don't know if I could pull it off, but I want to. You know what? I'm going for it. I'll take off my hood. I take off my mask.
Oh,
I cast
Okay.
alter self, and I make my face look like Nietzsche's face, like mask, with his hair and everything. I've got black armor from the neck down, and I'll just see if it'll fly. But I'm gonna make myself approximately his height and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
We've seen the Golgari uniform, right?
Um, Let me think. You guys definitely know they are usually clothed in black and green. Um, some of them are even clothed in like so, clothing items that looks like they probably came out of like a trash can or something. Uh, Nothing with like color in it. Those are the lower on the food chain type people. Um,
I love it. I love it, Darth.
as
Excellent
far as
choice.
anything like specific, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for specific. I'm looking for like
Let's go.
ones that we may have seen on the regular, like ones that you may like see often. So like just whatever like I would have seen the most of, I would just change into that like uniform like setup and everything and kind of make myself look like one of the races that I see more often. Specific one that he would be going for, just like whatever comes to mind when he first thinks of a Golgari person.
Okay. So typically the Golgari stay out of the sight from the surface world. However, you did just go to the Guild Pack Summit where you seen one of the shamans. So something of that attire would probably be the most familiar on the top of your mind.
Alright, so that's probably what I would go with.
Okay.
Not really knowing their hierarchy or structure or anything, he's just like, wow, that one's Golgari for sure.
That's fair. So are you just changing your clothing to that, or are you changing like your physical appearance as well?
I would probably try to not look like a Kinku, so I guess I'd just make myself look like a human.
Okay. So a human in that kind of attire, pretty much.
In
Okay.
Ravnica, but you haven't mentioned any, so I'm assuming not a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely other races, but they're a lot of the surface world people are either like Vidalcan human, pretty pretty common races, I guess, for Ravnica. And Runner, you're going for the full alter self. Okay. All right.
Luna's gonna make herself look like a bigger woman,
Okay.
and she's got the
What?
disguise kit, so she's using that. She's not gonna use her.
Ooh, actually, can I make myself look like a drow?
Sure. Yeah. All right. And what about for Brecken? Are you having her disguise herself at all, or are you just kind of having
I
it?
happen to have an extra disguise kit, so I will help her with that.
Okay.
She's gonna polymorph into a pest.
No, unless we really need a pest to chew.
I mean, you do have an e-check. Apparently.
Well, actually, I could have her polymorph the badger and still be the same amount of hit points. But no, actually, I'm going to save the polymorph for later.
Okay.
I polymorph the fairy into a giant ape.
All right.
Hey, it gives me a slight height advantage.
So is Blackwell disguising himself as well? Or is he sticking with the...
I'm just going to try to stick with shadows right now and see what happens.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to have you roll a stealth check for me, Blackwell. Just a passive, like, stealth check. Okay. All right.
Disadvantage because you're over.
Yeah. It's hard to stay too far out of sight in the group as you are very tall, but doing the best you can. Yeah, so you guys get all disguised up. Maybe some mud on your face if need be, but you guys get your disguises on. The creature to the south seems to be surveying the area. He kind of notices your presence, but he doesn't seem to exactly see you like an up close kind of
He
view.
knows there's something there. He doesn't know what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just watch it. What everybody else does for right now.
Okay. And so what do you guys do?
And so where exactly she is.
What was that?
So we know this is the correct area, but we don't know exactly where in this area she is.
Yeah, actually, that brings up a good question. Nietzsche, I'm assuming here you've told them where she's at, so they know they're in the general area.
Yeah.
But what else have you told her about Zig, or told them about Zig?
I basically told them that she lives on a rot farm, is a goblin, and a spore druid.
So yeah, you guys can definitely see specifically the room next to Brecken right now. It looks like it is the walls and some of the floors even are covered in several kinds of fungi. Some of them are glowing, others aren't, but they look to just be thriving in this area. You see patches also down the sewer way ahead of you too, but it looks like that room is specifically housing these fungi.
But are they fun guys?
Yeah, I'd probably go that way first. Then check it out. You guys want me to lead?
I will say that would be a good idea.
So I'm big and I can talk if I actually ever get around to it.
Is anyone else following Avril into this room?
Yeah, I'm
Una
gonna-
and Brecken would be.
I'm going to follow behind Avril. I'm going to let him lead the way because he's dressed like a authority figure.
Yeah.
I do want to say the
He
badger
has no
probably
idea
is
that
sitting
he's
on
trying
Una's shoulder.
Appreciate you, Darth.
It's just hard to navigate the two of them together.
Yeah. It's all good.
So, is that a hole I see here? Or is that a thing?
It looks like a pipe.
So what you see walking in there, you see the door that was standing here has been broken down. It looks to be rotted out, and it looks like some fungi are growing on the remnants of what the door was. You see an empty or you see a pipe coming from the wall and goes down into the floor of this room. That as well has been covered in the likes of fungus. Uh, you see, well, it's like it once was a rotting corpse that's been just completely taken over by the fungus in the room. Covering the corpse is these purple like mushrooms that kind of come out. They have these little tentacles that kind of wave back and forth in the air. They're not super tall, but they come off of the fungus a little bit. On the northern corner of the room, you see several green fungi. They look like they're like a mushroom, but have kind of like imploded in the center. Yeah, that's not what you see there.
Is the pipe open or is it like a closed pipe?
It's a closed pipe.
Is the pipe
Closed pipe. Okay. So can I do a survival in here to try and gauge what these mushrooms might do?
Sure.
Would Una be able to tell they're magical upon seeing them?
If you want to roll an Arcana check, you most certainly can.
Or I guess my nature points is the same as that. So either survival or nature, whatever one was more applicable for you.
Okay, I think nature would probably be a little more applicable.
can Blackwell find out what these mushrooms do by eating one?
Oh God.
Yeah, he can most certainly try.
That's a joke.
Okay.
Do it.
So Avril,
I know poison, so.
Avril, you look around, using your knowledge of nature and the outdoors. You know that usually it's not a good idea to handle or eat any kinds of fungus that are unknown to you. The purple ones and the green mushrooms that are on the north wall, they both look very unfamiliar to you. So, in all your instincts point to those are bad news. Some of the other ones look familiar, but you can't exactly pinpoint what kind they are. Some of them look like your generic variety of fungi. Others look a little bit more special to Golgari. Una, you're kind of looking around for anything that might signal a magical effect. Nothing kind of catches your eye. Like you don't see anything that has remnants of arcane energy.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna eat one.
You're
I
gonna
would
eat?
try to stop you.
Which way is it? This way?
Yeah, we're over here.
Yes. So to the left of Avril, there's some purple fungi. To the north on the wall, there is these green fungi. Around the room, it's kind of a mix mash of all kinds of different ones. Some of them are like just brown, like a mushroom that kind of comes off the wall like shelves. A few others are like these thin mushrooms that have like they're like glowing green.
That one. Eat that one.
Okay.
Wait, why are you putting stuff in your mouth?
That's one way to do it.
He's wrapped in bandages. To put anything in his mouth.
I don't even think he technically has a mouth.
Yeah, not so. Have you seen the shit he pulled out of it?
How do you eat? Do you just like stick stuff inside your stomach?
I have a mouth. God damn it.
I don't know about that. I've seen you pick that thing up. It goes everywhere.
Okay.
That's what you do. You just take your mask off in a room full of food and you consume all the food that way.
Just a black hole. Just a black hole under the mask.
A black hole.
Okay. So Blackwell, as you eat it, it tastes foul. Uh, tastes like shit, to be frank. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I was just looking like kind of dead-eyed at him, like you're an idiot.
So you said that down by the creature down there was like a bunch of different colored moss and stuff.
There is different patches of fungi that kind of are made their homes on the walls all the way down the sewers. A lot of them look to be similar varieties that's in that room. Some of them look a little different, but they don't look unique per se.
Got a nine.
All right.
As I take it, yell out for science.
God damn it.
So you
You went to college. That's not how science works.
Yeah, we normally just get something else to eat.
You don't spend a lot of time in the woods, do you?
But there is a reason why I look like this.
It's all coming together now. So that's what
Oh, we are the robot.
okay? So you feel this instant nausea come onto you, Blackwell. You're able to hold it down and keep it at bay for now, but probably could have used a better choice of food.
Okay, so just some light nausea for right now.
Some light nausea for right now.
All right, eat the blue one.
Oh,
Shut up.
You're gonna eat
Really?
can I try and figure out what type of creature this body is before this guy decides to kill himself with mushrooms?
Yeah, it's pretty clear. It looks like a human skeleton.
Okay, so
Not much left on the body, but it is. You can see the remnants of a human skeleton there.
is
Not
this
a
place
goblin.
look like it has any recent activity in it? Like, are the mushrooms disturbed? Is there like patches that have been stepped on or moved around?
So from what you can see, it doesn't look disturbed necessarily. If someone was to come into this room, like you could definitely make your way in without squashing any of these mushrooms and stuff, but you'd have to be very careful, like know where you're stepping. But that said, if someone is running a farm out of this, it's likely they would know how to navigate it.
Yeah, I was saying, does it look like it has been disturbed at all by recent movement or activity, or does it look like it's just like been pretty as well kept as a body mushroom and other mushrooms can be?
As far as the body, it doesn't look like it's been disturbed at all. It looks almost like it's been feeding, like it's placed here to feed these mushrooms. Uh, yeah. As far as the pathway in and out of it, it looks like there's several foot traffic. That's a lot of foot traffic been back and forth through there, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's recent or not.
So, hey, you did eat another one? God damn it!
Okay, which one did you try to eat?
Out! Everybody out!
He said the blue one.
Okay. Well, there was purple ones. You go on the purple ones. There's also green ones.
Please don't eat.
I ate the thin green one before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So there's a different green one.
There is a different green one. It's like a large mushrooms. They kind of look like your normal mushroom, but the top looks like it's imploded.
That was one I specifically warned you not to eat.
Okay, so he said not to eat the big green one, so I eat the purple.
I also specifically warned you not to eat the purple ones.
He told me not to eat the big green one first. I'm eating purple.
God damn it! I told you not to eat either of them. I already stated that I said that these ones and these ones look dangerous. Don't eat these ones.
A That's why I ate the thin one first, and then nothing happened. So now I'm trying the purple.
Something did happen, Dom.
I just got a little nauseous. That's it.
Okay, well,
Okay, as you try to reach out to grab one of these,
Grow these for a reason.
probably people would.
as you go to snatch one of these up to eat it, it lashes out at you with one of the tentacles. And then it attacks again with the other one.
God damn it.
So I gotta roll this first. It's actually got one more that it can attack with as well.
Oh, I didn't get to eat it. I just didn't have to.
Okay. All right. Is your AC still 18 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them hits you. The first two kind of the first one hits you. It gets a hold of you, like slashes into your hand, and it kind of like leaves this black mark across your hand. You kind of pull your hand back, and the other two tendrils kind of miss your hand as you pull it back. But it starts to just sting like crazy through your hand. You take 8 necrotic damage from that hit.
Yikes.
Okay.
These mushrooms obviously look dangerous to you now.
Upon seeing what's happening to Blackwell, can Una just firebolt it?
Yeah, you can sure try. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna firebolt it the second she sees it lash out at.
Okay. All right, that hits. Ten fire damage. Okay. Yeah, so you launch a firebolt. It seems to hit it. These fungus seem to be working in tandem with each other. You take out one of the fungus, and it kind of like wilts away as it kind of burns with your firebolt. But the other ones kind of rise up, and their tendrils start going crazy. I need you guys to please roll initiative for me.
You hurt my friends. I come at you with a firebolt.
No, I forgot to click.
I was gonna say we were doing so good, but we literally just started.
Una will tell Brecken to go invisible and to see if she can go find the goblin we're looking for.
Okay.
Like quietly, and just come back to us when she finds him.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative for her.
Okay. She only has 1 hit point. I didn't realize that. I would have brought her down here if I realized she had 1 hit point, but she does have severe invisibility. Which
For sure.
So she's like Una's like, you know what? On second thought, just go find her, go invisible, do your thing. I know you little spying things you do. Go do that shit.
All right.
Because she doesn't want Brecken to get hurt.
For sure. Okay. Let me put a thing on her. Go.
I don't know why
Okay.
I'm not showing up on the turn order. I did click Una.
Yeah, you there. You got it. 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Brecken casts invisibility on herself, it is her turn first. I will let you move her where you want her to go.
Damn it. I just closed her window, too. I was like, oh, I'm done with her now. Okay, she's going to go fly off randomly. Okay, she's got 30 feet of flying, so...
I can eat it.
You should be able to see through her eyes and all that stuff.
Yeah. Trying to think, where's a good spot to move her? Okay, she's...
You're just like,
She's in the air. She's flat around, looking around.
what about growing out of a dead body? Seems like
Okay.
a good idea.
How
I'll tell
you
that's
guys
right
doing
next
tonight?
To the green, the large green mushrooms, just so you're aware.
I'm doing good.
So she doesn't eat them. She's okay, right?
Who knows?
I'm not
right.
there.
So that,
Yeah, she is 10 feet in the air, so
okay.
I only moved her 20 feet. So she's got 30 flight speed and 10 feet walking. So
Okay. All right, runner. You see Una launch a firebolt at something in front of Blackwell. What do you do?
Immediately jump in there. Do I see this tentacle mushroom thing?
From there, you can see it as you move into the room. You can see these fungus, like with their tendrils lashing out towards Blackwell.
And they're attached to the wall. It's just the tendrils are coming out of the.
Yeah, they're actually attached to what was once a corpse there in the side of the room. They seem to have grown on top of that. On the floor.
So what are you doing?
Blackwell's trying to eat body mushrooms. Fuck if I know.
Like, oh,
Get away from it.
Some kind
Get away from it and stop eating them.
It's for science.
No, for science. If you mess with anything, it's going to tell them we're coming or that we've been here. Two things we don't want to happen.
Well, a little fucking late now, huh?
So, no, it's not too late. Get away, and it can't follow you, and we will continue on.
not to mention we're hardly
No,
breaking
the fight is. We can't leave the fight now.
You're fighting a mushroom that is latching out in self-defense. Just leave it alone.
I must honor its fight. Thanks, fair.
You want me to blow it up, yo? Because I can do that.
We're here to kill someone and leave. That's it. Let's do that. It's a big enough task as is.
Right, you
Leave
guys
the mushroom. Leave the mushroom alone. That's gonna be my turn. I'm not gonna do anything else.
He's like he's thinking to himself, "You guys will never make it in here."
Oh, absolutely. Like, oh my god.
Okay. Avril, you see Blackwell in front of you. He just got hit by one of the mushrooms. He pulls his arm away. What do you do?
Do we have to leave?
Yes.
Are you sure we can't just fight it real quick?
No, we're not fighting it. Leave it alone.
Fine. All right, let's go, Blackwell. He just like picks Blackwell up, walks out the door.
Okay.
Or tries to pick Blackwell up.
Okay. Are you gonna try to resist Blackwell?
You could try.
I know he's much stronger than you, and I don't pay that much. So, like, if my height isn't a problem, then yeah, he can pick me up.
So the height isn't the problem, but you do see these giant demon arms come around the front of you. It looks like it's trying to grab you.
Oh shit.
Two well-muscled, firm arms wrap around you from behind.
Oh no, straight up demon arms, claws and everything.
Okay, that's horrible.
Is that the form they're taking?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're under.
It's just like, let's go.
Yeah, what do you do, Blackwell?
Not gonna lie, kind of wish I was there. Kind of glad I'm not.
So what do you do, Blackwell?
They're out here burning down my homeland.
Still don't have fireball.
Oh shit. That's right.
Okay, so you're letting the demon arms whisk you away then, huh?
Hope he's all right.
Oh wait, what's the chaos bolt at the one that hit me?
Okay.
Good chance. Come on, double eights.
All right. 17 will hit.
Did you get double eight?
Yeah, that's gonna kill a significant chunk of them. There's like a couple remaining. They don't seem to be much of a threat with just the ones that are there, as long as you keep your distance away from them.
What are you doing?
If I can't fight them, you can't fight them. Stop it.
We just talked about this.
I know, that's why I wanted to fight it.
Blackwell, have you been drinking?
He ate a mushroom. What do you think?
Freaking out, man.
Blackwell, as you look down at your hand, this black ink that kind of like slid across your hand looks like it's now starting to take over your entire hand. It looks like it's rotting your hand from the inside out.
Because I used my is it guild signet? Can I still use a spell?
Unfortunately, that takes an action to use. You guys are actually out of initiative order for now. I'm gonna leave it up here, but
Okay. I'm gonna cast cure wounds on myself,
okay,
and in that condition.
okay. For some reason, it looks like this. You know that should have worked, but you can still see this black, like necrotic energy. Well, it looks like it's rotting your hand. That doesn't hurt so much anymore, but it looks like it.
Need a lot of restoration for that.
Wait, he can't just end it with his ability?
Well, right now it looks like it's not working. It looks like it should have worked. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't look like it's working.
It's weird. It's almost like somebody who said, don't eat that. And then bad things happen.
And then you rolled an 8 and 9 on your con saves, bruh.
Actually, that wasn't even the con save because it just smacked me. I didn't get to eat it.
You probably just killed one of Nietzsche's best friends, bro. Like,
Aw.
About this.
I think he likes bugs, not mushrooms.
And we don't have to tell him.
So we all forget about the little plant he had for a full year.
okay, so remember,
Okay, so that's not a fungus?
I gave him a treat too.
I just want to check in one more time with everybody. It was a long walk over here. We are here to assassinate somebody, and then we are leaving. Okay.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Yeah, it's not a great word. That's why there's a lot of emotion behind that word. That's why this should have gravitas right now and shouldn't be just like eating things off the wall or dead bodies.
Or like we could just call it punching someone quietly.
You can punch someone quietly. I like to go out with a blaze, but you know me.
This is justice. This person has become a traitor to their guild, to 2 guilds at this point. It's
You're a really bad person. I get that. I'm fine with killing.
and they have tried to murder us. So it is a justified assassination, but it is still assassination. We're slipping into somewhere and killing somebody.
Oh shit.
So quietly punching him.
Fair enough. If that's what we want to call it. Now let's find this person. Let's find Zig and get out of here.
Dude, by the way, that's more vessel.
So,
Custom quite a bit.
do we know what Zig looks other than that she's a goblin? Or wait, what, is she a goblin?
Yes.
Do you speak Abyssal, Blackwell?
Hello?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Can you hear me?
I do speak Abyssal.
Okay. You hear this voice speak out Abyssal as you look out the room. You can see the two doors on either side. You hear a voice. Seems like it's coming through the walls there. It says, "I'm in here. Are you looking for me?" But it's in like abyssal, like this like deep growl almost.
Did you say something, Avril?
I said quietly punching them to death, not assassinate. Assassinate does not make much sense.
Are you sure you didn't say you were in that room across the hall?
Where the fuck did you hear that?
No. I was about to open this door, though. Should I keep going and doing that?
Well, I mean, the voice definitely wasn't Huna's. It's far too gruff for that.
It wasn't my voice? Wait, what language did you hear it in?
Oh, it was abyssal.
Oh. I only speak Celestial and Silver. And Undercover.
Immediately, Uno cusses in abyssal. Fuck!
I guess I'll like call out, like not too loudly, like, who is this?
You just hear it reply back to you. It says, "Join us."
Oh no, I'm already part of stuff. I got way too much on my plate right now.
Yeah, that sounds like a commitment. I can't really legislate anything right now.
Do any of us hear the abyssal? Or
Nope.
is it just Blackwell?
Just
Stretched pretty thin right now. I'm already in several groups.
You do hear me like responding.
Yeah, Blackwell's just behind you guys talking to himself. Nothing to be afraid of.
I think the mushroom has affected his brain. And he's hearing voices now. Great.
We could probably pretend I'm a prisoner.
Well, I mean, he's a doctor and he bent over a corpse and ate something off of it. I don't really know. I don't know what to do with that at all.
Well, he didn't technically eat the thing off the corpse. It attacked him. He ate a different mushroom. That one, at least, was on a wall.
Una just walks away now. She gives up. She's moving away. Reckon is gonna just hang out there in the alleyway.
Okay.
So, Blackwell, you talking to yourself, then?
I am still on Avril's shoulder, so, or however he's carrying.
Yeah, I'm just like carrying him. I was just like, Blackwell, are you talking to him? We don't hear anything.
Yeah.
So, it's this door, right?
It sounds like it was coming through that area. Yeah.
It's like, no, it's the guy in the room right here. This room.
Okay.
I'll kick it. No.
Are you kicking it down or are you opening it?
I have my hands full right now.
Kicking it down. Got it.
Runner. Does anyone see this?
Just face palming from the other room.
So as you kick open the door, you immediately catch the attention of the goblin that seems to be cooking something over this like makeshift little fire in a cauldron. He snaps back and looks at you, and you can hear some shuffling around on a table, and you can see another goblin over here on the right-hand side that seems to be standing up from the table. They look like they are immediately going to attack you.
I have got a prisoner.
Okay.
Oh,
You,
what was that? We lost. Did you?
What's that?
We didn't hear what you said at the end.
Oh, I just said there was another goblin. Like you heard some ruffling on a table, and you see another goblin stand up in the right-hand side of the room from the table.
Wait, where'd Avril go?
He was behind Nietzsche.
Underneath. What the fuck? Where'd Nietzsche come from?
Well,
Sorry, I'm just I'm just moving around so I can see the for the stream.
Okay.
Nietzsche's not clear.
Yeah.
Like his ghost is floating.
Okay. And-
Step and say, I got a prisoner.
okay. As you step in, you see this next to you.
Oh,
It looks like another insect type creature, but this one looks like it's wearing some like shamanistic headdress made out of like this exoskeleton. It looks like it stood up as well, and you hear it like the goblins kind of growl. You hear it say, "Prisoner." Like, where did you get them?
Oh, they were wandering around. I managed to acquire their ness.
Hmm. So, do you have anything to say for yourself, prisoner?
Are you the one that's talk? You kind of sound like the voice.
What voice?
You have lost their mind.
What voice?
It's the voice. The voice sounds real gruff, talking in abyssal.
It's odd. That's there's no abyssal speak down here. Yeah, he says. Says you.
Like Alexander is like visually out of it. He looks like he's on something.
Yeah, definitely wide pupils on Blackwell right now. He points at you. Avril, he says, "You take him over there to the fire." Says, "Who's hungry?"
oh
And
shit.
the goblins like kind of they have like some forks and knives in their hands. They're like, ah.
All right, where's the fire at?
Like I could eat.
So,
Where's the fire at?
it's a goblin over here next to this little like cauldron here. Blackwell's obviously not going to fit on there, but they want to try.
What?
So I would set Blackwell right here. And then I'm going to
Goblin.
Yeah. I'm grabbing the goblin and I'm shoving him head first into the cauldron.
I'm just gonna have you succeed on your grapple check because he's just gonna catch him completely off guard.
It's not a plan.
Just watching this.
There is no plan.
I'm watching going, I want to see where this fuckery goes. She wants to throw firebolts at the fucking goblins, but she has no reason to at the moment.
Well, they just asked me to eat Blackwell, so I was like, that's not happening. I guess I could kill these guys. They eat people.
God.
Go ahead and roll 2d6, and you can add your strength modifier.
Awesome sauce.
All Runner's thinking is that, God, I should have left these people behind and just brought knee check.
Okay, yeah,
14 total.
okay. You grab this goblin by the back of the head, you shove his face into the fire. You start to see like this sizzling. You can smell like the burnt hair coming off of the goblin. It's like tinged to the nose, but you pull his face in there for a second, then he's just like, ah! And then you pull his face back out. It's just completely charred. The other two look at you. They grab their weapons and they are going to try to attack you. We'll just go in the same initiative order, starting at the top. Do you have anything you want to do with Brecken right now?
Brecken's gonna keep looking through various places to see if she can find the person we're looking for.
Okay.
So she's just randomly wandering around. I can't see the dynamic lighting for her.
Here, let me turn that on for you.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So you see two more of these insect-like creatures. They're kind of like looks like they're talking back and forth into a language that Brecken doesn't understand.
No, she only knows Sylvan.
Yeah, but
In common.
they're kind of they're kind of talking back and forth over a fire. They don't seem to be hearing what's going on.
Okay. That's all she can really do. She's just searching and looking, searching and looking.
Runner,
Uh-oh.
your friends are just barred from this room. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to use my action to change my appearance to not look like Nietzsche anymore before I step out of this room.
Okay.
I'm going to just make myself look like the most generic person ever, just completely average in every way. And then I'll pull my hood and mask back up and start running that way.
Are you so are you still with like a Golgari theme, or are you just looking like a regular old like guildless whatever? Did I cut out there?
Oh, my apologies.
No, you're
I had been using my armor from the neck down because I couldn't change my clothes with Ultra Self. So
Okay.
I just made my face look like that. So I'm just basically dropping the face and then
okay.
pulling the hood and mask back up. I'm gonna make myself look like the most generic human I've ever seen.
Just a Steve. Got it.
Just straight Steve. Yeah, brown eyes, brown hair, average guy.
Got it. Okay.
But then I'll still pull up the mask and stuff to just try to hide my appearance. I'll have to ditch this outfit after today, and then I'll start running that way.
Okay.
But it takes me an action to use the alter self, change my appearance. So I wanted to do that before I stepped out in the hallway. I don't want to get any check in trouble.
Probably a good idea. Okay. All right. You can move if you like. And Avril, you just murderized one goblin, face to the fire style. You see these other two people. They look like they're getting up and grabbing their weapons. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to take one step forward, try and cook another guy.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to try to grapple him?
Yeah, with 28.
28. That's pretty high. I don't even think he can get that.
He's going into the pot, too.
Yeah, he can't even get that. So, yeah, you grab this other goblin here and go, you grab him. You're going to put him in the pot. Go ahead and roll another 2d6 plus your strength modifier. All right. Yeah.
12 this time.
You grab him, you shove him, you kind of just put his back into the fire, and then you kind of push his head in there, and takes a second, but he also dies as well eventually.
Okay, then I walk up and I stand right in front of this guy. I'm like, all right, you're next.
Okay.
Wow!
All right. What are you gonna do?
I don't think I can technically grapple again because I have Tavern Brawler. I have to first do a bonus action.
Yeah. So that was your action.
Say again.
So that would have been your action for the grapple being the first move you made.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess there's not really a whole lot you probably can do. Maybe an offhand attack. I guess you could do that as a bonus action.
No, I don't, because I didn't attack on my action. I can Shield Master Shove, just try and push him into the wall.
Okay.
Just bonk him in the face with the shield and try and bounce his head off the wall.
Okay.
I think they have to do try to shove. So yeah, it's just contested athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Wow, that was terrible.
You might actually get this one. You got a 16.
You got 15?
16. Yeah, so he's going to succeed on that. He kind of knocks the shield out of the way as you try to hit him with it.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
All right, Blackwell, you see all this happening? What do you do?
At least ask them if they've seen the person we're looking for.
Which direction is the voice coming from?
You hear the voice again. You hear it say, "Getting warmer."
I'm going to use my channel divinity.
Okay.
What are they gonna
So we got
do?
it for 1 hour this time.
Okay.
Then take right. I'm going to enter the ethereal realm and follow others.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. So you hear it coming from this door here.
All right. So I'm not opening the door, obviously, because I don't know what it is.
So you're not going to open the door?
No, I'm walking through the door.
Walking
That
through
was
the
the
door.
whole point.
Got it. Okay. I got you. Yeah, you see a shaman. Looks like a some kind of humanoid. Doesn't look human exactly, but it sits on the edge of its bed with its staff in hand. It looks kind of older. It's staring at towards the door, waiting for someone to come in.
So he can't see me on this plane?
Nope.
All right, cool. I care. Yeah, fuck it. I'll drop the etherealness and ask him like why he's talking to me in abyssal and shit.
Okay. So as you drop the etherealness, you step back into the material plane. It kind of looks shocked as you come into view, and it grabs its staff and what voice, you foul beast! And it like looks like it's trying to stand up to move towards you, like to attack you. They look confused about what you're talking about.
I was like, does the voice of this guy match the voice I was hearing?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Like, oh, well, I guess you aren't the guy. I keep hearing this thing talk to me. It's coming from like this direction.
He says, "You are possessed."
Well, maybe I don't know what. I don't know occult stuff. I don't know science. Occult isn't science.
See it. He says,
Well, like, I'll let you be. Just like, is there something behind this door over here? I just point to the other door I see at the end of the room.
Okay. Yeah, he looks over there. He looks back at you. You can see that the door's open. It looks like it's still swinging back, like it just recently opened. But the shaman says, "That should be the least of your concern now. Come here, let me see what you are afflicted with." So it's kind of like asking you to move close to it.
Yeah, I'm not getting super close.
Okay.
I don't know this guy.
I don't know you.
Kind of starting to stare into your eyes inquisitively as we'll come back to that on its turn. This guy is gonna make a move.
You me.
What's that?
I am not looking at that guy's face.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't trust magic like that. I say it's fucking Arcana.
I was gonna say, says the magic user.
I don't trust occult people like that. Change that up.
Okay.
So for Una, what is cool peoples?
Una's
Excuse
not
me.
in the room right now.
Una hasn't tried to summon a demon yet. Yet.
Yet.
Okay, it's so it's going to hit you with its quarterstaff. It's gonna be a 17 to hit. Probably gonna miss.
No.
Then it is going to use miss. And then it's going to use poison spray. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
It's magical, right?
It is magical. It's a spell. Okay, you succeed. He throws his hand up, and this spray of like green liquid, or this green gas comes out and like puffs like a spore would over your face. But you cover your hand, your face with your hand and your arm, kind of not taking in the poison, and you're able to resist the effects. With that, Una, it is your turn.
Okay. Hearing all this kerfuffle happen and notice that Blackwell has vanished because he was in the room and now he's not. Dressed as an old beggar woman, Una's just gonna stick her head in the door, look at the guy who's fighting with Avril and go, "Excuse me, but do you know where, I forget the girl's name that we're looking for, but she'll ask, have you seen that person?"
Okay. It turns around and says, "Who are you? Get out of here!" It doesn't look like it's gonna be hopeful with your questions.
Okay, so she'll just throw a firebolt, going, "Okay, well you're useless."
Okay. All right. So that's gonna be a disadvantage since you're within melee range of it, right? Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll roll that again.
I'm sorry, Darth.
Okay.
Everything's going perfectly to plan.
No, Runner had a few moments where he was wondering why he was chosen to be in House Demir and instead of everybody else, and all that's been put to bed. Immediately. Like, they ate stuff. People were eating things off the floor. What had happened?
Does she hit him?
The 18 is its AC, so that is gonna hit.
All right. That's an 8.
All right, 8 damage. All right, yeah, it kind of like as a firebolt hits it in the side.
Oh.
All right, do you have anything else for your turn, Una?
What'd you do to your face?
She'll just slightly walk out of the room.
Okay.
I know that'll give him an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So that is going to be a 12 to hit. I don't think that is.
Miss, because she's got a 15.
Okay.
Now, but
All right. So the shaman kind of gets a little closer to you, Blackwell. And it starts looking in your eyes, and
I mean, if he's like actually doing like a medical thing, or I don't know, seeing if I'm cursed, would my eyes straight up being different be weird to him?
Yeah. So he's kind of like this old guy. You can't really see his whole face because it's like covered in paint and stuff. He's like a shaman, but he kind of like holds his hand up and looks inside of your eyes. He can, or your one eye, I guess, since most of your face is wrapped up. But he can see inside. He says, "You are under the effects of an elf cup mushroom. I see now." Says those voices are not real, son.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little better, but also a little more worried. Because now I'm just hearing stuff.
How did you find your way down here? What are you doing?
We're trying to find a friend of mine's girlfriend.
A girlfriend, huh? Odd, okay. Who is your friend? Is he Golgari?
Well, I'm not sure exactly like who he's affiliated with. We don't really know each other through work. We just hang out in the bar sometimes. I can name the girl.
Okay, what's the girl's name?
I say I can't remember her name right now.
Zig.
Zig. Okay. Zig. Well, I sent her through the room over there. I thought we were being attacked. Are we being attacked?
I really don't know. I heard that they were trying to eat in the room.
I'll go check it out. You sit here.
Really, I couldn't hear anything over the voices.
He says, "You go get your friend Zig, and I'll go check it out and see what's going on." And he kind of moves slowly around you towards the door.
How is this working?
We're supposed to be doing
but it's my turn again.
I don't think that's happening.
But it's my turn again. I'm blinking. I'm out.
Good.
Well, I gotta go find Zig. Yeah.
So, real quick, I'm going to cut over to knee check.
Okay.
Real knee check, not camera knee check.
Nobody puts knee check in the corner unless he's being a camera.
Unacy just sees this as an attempt to avenge a broken heart.
Okay, so you are able to find a book that stands out to you. It's a book called Liches of the Multiverse.
Oh. Yep.
Inside has several detailed accounts. Some have biographies or autobiographies. A biography by someone that didn't write. That wasn't the Lich, but whatever that is. But it basically describes the lives of several Liches. Inside these things, it kind of tells us little stories about what's happened to them in their life as far as the account is concerned, and it kind of tells about what kind of items and works were important to the Lich. So I'll let you sit on that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm taking every page in.
Okay, yeah. You find one in particular that does stand out. It gives you some information about a lich that resides on the plane of Innistrad currently. I'll give you some more details about that lich in a moment.
Okay. I
Right.
was is Nichek wasn't in the the council room when they were like talking about everything, but is that one of the places that we have to go?
You heard Jace say Innistrad whenever we first met him. I have it in my notes.
Okay.
And when we were going there and we were like doing the tell-all right after we had done our little tell-all outside the door, when we walked in, we met Jace. The first thing he said was, "We just came from Innistrad."
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he mentioned it in the Guild Pack Summit though.
Okay.
I think that's the only place that's come up the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, on the plane of Innistrad. So
Okay.
with that, we'll come back to you in a moment here.
Take your time.
Okay, I need to roll something for these guys.
Oh boy.
Did you just climb back out of the cauldron?
No, I'm just leaving them where they died at.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, huh. I'll get to you guys again in a second. I don't know how that one worked.
Okay. All right. So we'll start at the top of the order with Brecken.
Just as I put a chip in my mouth. Great.
Sorry.
It's fine. Sorry, I'm trying not to get it stuck in my gum. All right, Brecken's gonna fly out, and with superior invisibility, she doesn't lose that spell or lose her invisibility when she opens the door, right?
Let me check.
No, it's just a concentration. It doesn't say anything about actions.
Yeah. I don't think interacting with objects usually makes it go away.
Okay.
Yeah. It's superior invisibility, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think that would make it go away.
Okay, she's gonna like open that door, like
And it was
Okay.
48 hours so you can make it.
So.
and survey the room.
So you see a goblin. Looks like she's wearing a shaman headdress. Well, Brecken sees this. She looks like she's like looking behind her, and she turns around and sees that the door is open. She's like, "Oh no!" And she kind of looks around, and she kind of looks towards the door to her north.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's all Brecken's doing is just like going in, seeing who's in the rooms.
So you see her. She kind of moves up to the door. She gets it open a little bit. She sees some stuff in the room. She's like, "Oh god!" And she shuts the door quietly behind her, and she starts to move towards Brecken.
Okay.
Brecken's small, so she could probably get around without.
Oh yeah.
Brecken would
No,
probably
she's
get out
in
of the way.
the air, so
Yeah.
she's
So
still in the air, so it should make it look like the door opened on its own.
So Zig is gonna go ahead and move this way.
My
Here.
plan is working.
All right. She's actually gonna go this direction, not that direction. Okay. So that brings us to Runner.
I see that.
Let me see here. Go ahead and roll. Let me see what your passive perception is here.
15.
I'd say with your passive perception, you'd probably hear or you notice something going on behind you.
So I turn and I look and I see what I would assume is Zig, like dressed as a druid and matching what I've heard from Runner or from Nietzsche.
Definitely fits the description. It looks like she's running directly towards the guard down there.
I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, hold on. If I'd seen them, I don't know if I would have. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We're there. I'm going to hit her with a level 4 lightning bolt.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, bless Jesus.
Cool.
We gotta get in and get out.
That's not gonna feel good no matter what she rolls.
Damn.
Nope.
That's the more direct fireball.
Yep.
Okay, that's a dex save. He gets a 6. So that's not good.
Well, time for her to go ass over tea kettle and.
Okay. So that is 41 points of damage. So yeah, you see her. She kind of looks back and she sees that you're coming towards her. Like she notices you. She tries to run off in a dart as quick as she can to the guard, and just before she can say "help me," like the strike of lightning goes across her back, and she's just like and stunned for a minute, and she takes a significant amount of damage. And she kind of drops to her knees, and she's kind of like see these like little bits of smoke coming off of her clothing. Look like she's considering what led up to this.
It's her. I'll say point back toward Una.
Okay. As you say that, you notice to your right there are 2 of these creatures that are looking at you, and they say, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
The traitor.
He's calling her a traitor. You said,
Yeah, I'm pointing right at her. She's a traitor.
"Traitor!" They grab their spears and they start to run towards you. Did they fall? Okay. All right. So, anything else for you, runner?
No, that's all my movement and everything I can do.
All right, Avril. That's gonna bring us to your turn, face to face with this thing.
All right. Slips his warhammer off his belt and takes a couple of swings.
Okay. All right, that'll hit. That'll hit. Okay. 10, 21. All right.
And then now he'll grapple. Ooh, that was so bad. It was almost a.
Dang. Got a 10.
Yeah, love it.
So it is grappled.
All right. So I basically just like whack him twice with the fucking hammer, and then I just pushed like the hammer, so like the hammer is on one side of his head and the handle's on the other side of his head. Just start pushing the handle down into his neck.
Okay.
Take more damage.
Okay.
And that's everything.
All right. Yeah, you grab onto him, start punching him, and get your hands off me. And he's trying to break free, but to no avail. Real quick before we go on to Blackwell, Runner, can I have you make a deception check for me? I meant to have you do that. I forgot.
Absolutely. That totally makes sense.
Let's see what they got here. Okay, yeah, they seem to believe you. They're look like they're rushing to help you. So okay, Admiral, yeah, you grab it and start hitting it up. Blackwell, the shaman told you that you're under the effects of this thing. It's going to check out what's going on. There's a door open to your south. What do you do?
Well, you told me the voices aren't real, so I'm going to try to block them out.
Okay.
And then said the door to the south is open. And he said zig that way.
That's what it said. Yeah.
Not seeing anybody in here anymore.
Nope. Looks empty.
Let's see here.
I will say, just there's like a pipe that comes out of this like center column of the room, and it goes down into the floor. Underneath it, you can actually see towards the other end of the room where you can see that the door is open.
Okay. See here. What was I? It's right here.
Yep.
So I can get with that. Can't bonus dash.
No, it's action to dash, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'll just say right now, don't do it, don't do it. Think who's in the alleyway?
Don't know who's in the alleyway. Oh, that like creepy dude.
All right. You got anything else you can do, Blackwell?
I'll go back ethereal. I'm just gonna use my bonus to go ethereal.
Okay. All right.
A lot more damage. A lot more damage. A lot of damage. After I talk to that guy.
It doesn't get louder, but as you kind of end your turn there, you can hear it say in your ear. It looks like it's coming from. Sounds like it's coming from around you now. Okay. I said at the end of your turn, it doesn't seem to be getting louder, but it seems to be like echoing through the room that you're in. It says, "What's the matter? Are you scared to join us?"
Okay, so now it's just all around me instead of just leading me in a direction.
Right.
Fuck you, I know you're not real.
Okay. If you want to, you can try to make a wisdom save to try to get push the voices out of your head.
Yeah.
Okay, not quite gonna do it. Right now, you currently have a -8 to illusion magic right now. So,
Oh, okay.
So to help sell my deception, if it looks like they're running by,
Mhm.
I'll tell them that Vraska says Zig is selling secret stash to Mir.
Yes. Raska, thank you for the warning. And they start to move down towards Zig. Uh, that's as far as they get. Una, you from behind Avril start to see the bodies of the goblins that are burnt to a crisp on the ground. They start to twitch and they start to kind of crawl on the ground going towards Avril. It's like
Fuck.
um, they are going to come up behind.
Ah, shit! You put Una in a conundrum.
um,
Undead goblins, person we're supposed to kill. Ah!
I'll
all
get
right.
mine.
So this one's gonna try to hit you. It's gonna have advantage on it. With an 8 for an advantage roll. That's great. And the second one is a 14.
Nope.
Okay.
That's quite easy.
Okay. This one's gonna use disengage as a bonus action, or escape or whatever, and it's gonna move. Over to
Oh, man!
and then the Death Priest. All right.
I still look like just an innocent beggar woman.
It is going to use Vampiric Touch on you.
Ow!
Well, on Avril, the
Oh,
Death
okay.
Priest.
It's gonna do what? I couldn't hear that part.
It's going to use Vampiric Touch. So it deals, it's a 23 to hit.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay. So that's going to deal 7 necrotic damage to you. And it's going to regain 3 hit points.
Okay.
And then
Was that this weird fucking looking one?
Yep, that's the one.
All right.
And then it's going to hit you with his quarterstaff. That is a 12. That's not going to hit.
Yeah, I'll let it slide. Nah, yeah, I'll let it slide. It's fine.
Okay. And with that, Una, it brings us to your turn.
Okay. Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna go for it anyways, because why not? She's trying to get away. I'm gonna cast my first 4th level spell of Fireball at
Ooh.
Zig.
Wait, hold on. Is there a spell attack?
Vampire is a spell attack, yeah.
It has disadvantage against me. All spell attacks have disadvantage against me, and I have advantage against all spell effects.
Okay, let me re-roll that real quick.
Oh, wait.
Okay, the second roll was a 21. Does that still hit, or is that miss?
That just barely hit still, yep.
Okay. All right, same damage and everything, so it works out.
Cool.
All right. So Una, you said you're going to cast Fireball at fourth
Yeah,
level
fourth level.
Spellguard Shield is a beast.
on Zig. Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to try to hit the two warriors that just ran out from the room next to Runner?
You know, Una does not know if these guys are good or bad, but she will. Her straight target is hitting Zig, so she's going for the direct, like beeline to her.
Okay. So if it was directly on Zig, that's going to curve around the corner and hit Brecken. So let me see if there's a way to do this. Yeah, so
right. Yeah.
if you
Well,
put it
Una
on
doesn't know Brecken's there, so.
that is also true. Yeah.
Sorry, Brecken.
Oh no.
But then again, she may just fall on the ground and Blackwell's right there and could just go, oh, fuck.
She's also 10 feet up.
Yeah, she's in the air.
It's going to be complicated math here, so.
Ooh, that's going to get me too. If it's directly on her.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought you were using Flame Blade.
Oh, wait, did I click Flame Blade? Yep,
Yeah.
I clicked the wrong one. It's Fireball. So,
Oh.
That's dexterity save.
yeah, that's the dex save.
So if you did it back here, you could hit all of these guys. That is going to hit Brecken still.
Even if she's 10 feet in the air?
Thanks. So let me see.
Yeah, it is a 20-foot sphere.
Nope. It actually won't because it's got to bend around that corner, so it will not hit Brecken.
Yay! My pixie save.
Are you also a sorcerer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
But,
So that is going to hit all three of these people, though. So dexterity save for that, and we can go ahead and roll some damage.
all right, yeah, it's a dexterity 15.
Free. Yeah.
So that was a 20 and 18 for the two warriors there.
Okay, so they get half damage.
And then for the Zig, that is going to be a 15.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. So it's going to be 15 plus 4. That is 19 damage for each of you guys.
That was a lot of dice.
If I had gotten grab and then like take her to put her in a bucket. Yeah, put her in a bucket, take her to knee check.
Yeah, but she's safe, so she's okay.
Okay. So.
No, not the fairy.
Oh.
Zig.
Oh, Zig. Okay.
Bro, Nietzsche doesn't want Zig. The whole reason he didn't want to come is he didn't want to be around for this part.
Yeah, but it would have allowed him to get vengeance. I'd been like, this is Zig. This crap right here. I probably want to.
So just kind of like embryonic, like put her on a stone, hand Nietzsche the knife kind of thing.
Just like it's like, all right, put the crab in the cage, do 2 points damage to it, boom, it's Zig. All right, now we just
and do a little bit.
But anyways, as soon as Enda does that, she is gonna kind of like book it out, even though that undead goblin gets attack of opportunity.
Okay. So as you see these two, you see Runner move up, cast a lightning strike. You're preparing to cast a fireball. As you release it, you see the two crawl warriors run out from the room. They are met with a blast of fire that hits them in the face. And like, and the one of them slaps the other one. And he's like, "You idiot! The traitor went that way!" And they start running towards Una.
Oh fuck!
I was like, "Zig, get back here!" And Zig.
So now they're all trying to.
they're looking. They think Una is Zig right now. Zig
I
looks
look like an old
confused.
beggar woman. I don't look anything like a goblin.
They just got the name Zig as the trainer. That's all they got. So,
God damn it.
This is a neighborly place. People don't really get to know each other.
No, no.
so the shaman's gonna move up here and see that there is, in fact, a fight going on. Gonna cast. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to use my bonus action. Sorry. Is
Oh.
it too late?
No, you can still go ahead if you'd like.
Okay, I was gonna inspire Avril as I ran away. Like, good luck!
I forgot to make an attack of opportunity as well. So
Yeah.
this is 13 misses. So there's that. So the shaman is going to try to cast light. Let me make sure he can do that.
But Avril has a 1d6 inspiration.
Okay. So I need a Constitution save from Avril, please. You have advantage because it is a magic. Yeah, okay.
Well, that one's not as great as my last one.
You still have inspiration.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it just in case.
It's a d6.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that is a save. So you're going to take half damage, which is going to be a fat 21 points of damage. A necrotic damage.
Halved already?
What's that?
That was after it was halved?
After it was halved.
Oh, okay. Good thing I saved.
Yeah. And you hear this old man holding a staff with a skull atop it. He has his hand reached out. He's like, "Die, foul beast!" And then that brings us to Brecken.
Oh, I'm starting to like this old guy.
Well, Brecken's gonna search the room because, like, oh wait, no, Brecken's not gonna search the room. What was I gonna have Brecken do?
He does see Blackwell coming up.
Okay. You know what? She's just gonna hang tight with Blackwell.
Okay.
Like, she'll pop out and just point, like, which way Zig went.
So she's dropping her invisibility then.
She is.
Take that off of her real quick. Okay, that's Zig's turn now.
Wait, does Blackwell know Sylvan?
Yes.
Then she would straight up tell you, Zig went that way.
All right, cool. I know all the languages.
Yay. I was in a toss up between comprehend languages or counterspell. I took counterspell.
All right. So she is going to cast. I guess the logical thing here is to get one back on Runner. So she's going to cast Blight at you, Runner.
That checks out.
It's a
concept. Do I get some cover, or is that just if she can see me?
It's just if she can see you. So it's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here we go. 19.
Okay, that is a save. So that's going to be 20 points of necrotic damage.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah. And she is going to run.
That's my job.
Right.
Is that a
Me and my name.
a spell that only affects me?
Yes, it's one creature that you can see within range.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use my item that Blackwell made for me. I
Okay.
can use my reaction to absorb a spell that is targeting only you and not with an area of effect.
Okay.
The absorb spells here. I'll just post it.
Cancelled, and the spell's energy not supposed to be stored in the rod.
Yeah, we just reflavored it as bracers.
Okay, so once you absorb has 50 levels of energy, you can absorb targeted by that rod. Rod. Okay, so I think by levels of energy it means like levels of spell. So that's a fourth level spell.
Yeah.
So you might make a note somewhere that it can only now hold up to 46 levels of energy because it can only hold 50 in its lifetime. So it goes down to 46, but it gains a fourth level spell. Um, so the effect is canceled, so you don't take the 20 damage.
Sweet.
So you
Cool.
see this.
Glad I remembered to use that.
Oh yeah! So you see this tendril of black energy coming towards you. You put you put the item up there. It's on your
Yeah,
brain.
it's on my wrist, so I just bring my arm up.
Yeah.
And
Wonder Woman style.
the spell
Yeah.
kind of gets pulled into the gem that's on the bracer.
Yep. See it glow black as the spell is absorbed inside of it. All right. So runner, that is your turn now.
The little elemental weird inside of it eating its lunch.
Oh, you know what? Just because it'd be cool, I'm going to hold out the hand that has the absorb spell, and I'm going to use that fourth level spell slot to do another lightning bolt at her.
Okay.
That's so pretty.
Just to be like some cool role play moments. So 5, 10, I'll move over here. Give it a shot.
Just look at
All right.
Stole her spell and shot it back at her.
Oh yeah. Okay. Dex save. She gets 16, so that's going to be half damage. So that's 16 damage.
16.
Yeah. She tries to run away again. She makes it down. She's about to jump over the water before you hit her with a lightning strike or a lightning bolt, and she's zapped once again and falls down to the ground. She's kind of like having trouble picking herself back up.
So that's 10 feet. 20, 25, 30. As I start toward her, I'm going to continue just pointing at her and just going, traitor.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll deter the two guards who are like, oh, zig that way.
Yeah, so this guard sees this happen, and he looks down at the creature before him, Zig, and he sees something in her eyes. He looks back up at you, Runner. Admiral, brings us to you.
My turn.
Admiral's turn, yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to smash this dude's face in with a hammer.
Okay, that hits.
Is he still up?
All right. Let's see here. So that is 13. He is still up.
All right, I'm putting my. Oh, I guess I should have said this beforehand, but I'm putting one of these into it, radiant damage.
Okay.
And then if I hit him again, I'm gonna put another one into it with radiant damage.
Okay.
Well, that one's not as good.
That one does not hit. That is a miss on that one.
All right, well then maybe the third one will work.
Oh.
And Blackwell, that will bring us to your turn.
I was wondering why everything got
All
quiet.
right,
I was like, oh, what just happened?
let's go out this door here, see what the hubbub is. It's half my movement.
Blackwell, she's getting away.
Oh, you can't see me.
I didn't say anything.
Which way? Is she up to the north or the south? Guess I can't see you.
Nope.
Oh, that's her to the south?
Yep, looks like a goblin to the south. Definitely fits the description.
I don't see any other damn goblins in this area.
Right.
That was 20. I'll go 10 more. All right, let's go here.
I was just fighting a whole group of enemies on his own doing animal things.
God, I wish I had some more movement. I'm gonna do the weapon thing, see what that does.
Are you dropping your etherealness, or are you gonna stay in
No.
your ethereal? Okay. Are you using the ghost form daggers?
No, I'll give those an E-check.
Okay.
Okay, so I just made a bunch of ethereal gold. So,
God damn it.
there's 7 gold pieces. I'm just gonna pick up those gold pieces and hit my turn.
Yeah.
You're like,
That's
well,
right.
that'll be useful later, I guess.
All right.
Here's your bribe money guards. You never saw us.
All right. So before I move on to these people's turns, Nietzsche,
Yo.
in this book you're reading, it talks about how this lich has left one of its most prized possessions in the ash mouth of Innistrad. The way it talks about it describes it as kind of like a mountain range, specifically a large mountain in the middle of the mountain range, called the Ashmouth.
Yeah.
It says that the lich then is said to have fled somewhere in the moorland. It describes the item that he left as legend foretells, and it has a brief description on how it might be used. Hopefully that gives you enough information to fill in the blanks there.
Yeah, I just put it into my notes.
Okay. All right. So these guys are going to attack. You see this? These two are confused. They're like, which one is the traitor? I don't understand. It's like, you go for that one, I'll go for this one. And they start to split up.
Can I
Oh, yeah.
can I rip page out of the book?
Yeah, you most certainly can.
Cool.
Boom! Nietzsche dies.
My heart hurts all of a sudden.
Well, hey, yeah. No one else is there.
First person ever killed by a book.
So Una, did you have any movement left once you got there to that point? If you remember,
I didn't want to move myself completely off the map, but yeah, she had more movement.
did you want to take that movement, or did you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's not
she
quite.
She went her full 30. I didn't want to move her completely off the map, out of sight. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. She was right, so she only did 15 from that spot. But she did the full 30 movement. I just couldn't get her any further on the map.
Gotcha. Okay.
She knows Zig has 150 feet before her fireball has to be used with the distance expanding spell. So. Runner said that they need to do this discreetly. Didn't say anything about sticking around after the deed is done.
Okay. This one is going to move down towards the other person, and this one starts to move up, passes Zig, starts talking to the other one, and they both look back at Runner. And it is going to move this way. The goblin, seeing Una take off, is going to head back inside of the room, and they are going to go for Avril. This one climbs over the table to the other side of the Death Priest. So that is a 20 to hit for the first one, and a 23 for the second one.
My situation did not improve any. 23 hits. I didn't care what the first one was.
20.
That's my AC.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 7 slashing damage. And then move on to
I
this
just
guy.
decided I'm immune to slashing damage.
Going to what's he got here? He can cast. He's going to cast. Each. He's gonna use blight. He's gonna use blight on you.
Okay. I will
so
use appraisal on the first of those goblins that hit.
Okay. So the first one did 4 damage.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just they have to make a strength save, and if they say so the goal is the first one attacks. So the second guy won't get advantage.
What?
Okay.
So strength save of 13.
Okay, so he got an 8 for the strength save. You said the other one won't get advantage if that's the case?
Yeah, because the first guy will get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. So it's pushed back. 23 was his first roll.
Damn,
all right.
That guy that got pushed back takes 11 force damage, I believe it is.
Okay, it goes down for now. It's actually gonna. Okay, yeah, it goes down.
And then as a con save, right, for that blight?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
16.
All right, 16 is gonna save. So that's gonna be 22 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ! I'm about to go down, yo.
And he's still got
That's already halved?
That's halved.
Jesus Christ, that's twice in a row now you've hit me with over 40 damage.
Yep. Those blights are a doozy.
Blights are a bitch.
Ooh. Bad news. He also hit you with his quarterstaff with a 22 to hit.
He can cast a spell and still use another action to use the quarterstaff?
Yep. His specific multi-attack allows him to cast a spell with casting time of an action and use a quarterstaff attack.
Damn. Alright.
It is going to deal 6 bludgeoning damage to you. And
oof, I'm almost dead.
That will bring us over to Una.
All right. Well, seeing that Zig is really far away and was still running when she threw that fireball and then took off, she'll slide to a quick stop and she will throw another fireball, except she's going to lob it past her just enough to where it only hits Zig and not the 2 other guys this time. Okay. She learned from her mistakes, but she'll also be yelling at the same time like, "Hey Zig, this is for my friend, you bitch!" And then throws it.
Okay.
And it's a 15 dex save.
15.
And it'll be at 3rd level.
She got an 11.
Oh, she takes the full brunt.
Yep. She's got 12 in those.
Oh shit, here it comes.
Yeah, she slowly starts to stand back up. She turns around to face Runner, and she kind of smirks as the 2 guards start to move towards you, Runner. But then suddenly behind her, you see this giant fireball explode almost in slow motion as it engulfs her into flame, and she kind of reaches out as she starts to burn in the fireball, and she goes down.
As she dies, I'm going to say, Lazov says hi.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then Una will run that other like the rest of her 30 feet away from the other guy, like, I'm out, bitch.
Okay. All right. The shaman's turn to go.
Sorry, Avril. Una was nowhere near you. I just can't move her on the map.
It is going to cast Animate Dead on the goblin. So it is going to turn into a zombie effectively. So delete that one, and I'll put the zombie on there. All right. That will be Brecken's turn. If you want to have Brecken do anything.
Yeah, actually, I have two things Brecken's gonna do. She's gonna fly into the room here, just see what's going on.
Okay.
See what's going on with Avril, and then fly back to the other door to go get Blackwell, since she technically saw him take off the other way.
Yep, for sure.
She has 40 flight, so it's 20 to that door and 20 back to this door.
Okay.
So she'll shout to Blackwell, "Bird friend in trouble!"
Okay. I don't think Blackwell can hear it being on the ethereal plane. I might be wrong.
Well, she just killed him, so I don't know if yeah, she wouldn't know if he's out there, but she'd shout it from the door at least.
You might check your ability there, Blackwell. I'm not sure if it specifies. If it doesn't specify,
I'm
then
not sure about that.
if it doesn't specify, then I'll say you can hear it.
Confusing, right?
What's that?
So you are on another plane of existence, technically.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, but like the question can is the question.
Yeah. If it doesn't specify in the description, I will allow you to hear it. So I'll let you take that for what you will. Runner, that is brings us to your turn. You see the two guards, they definitely look hostile towards you now.
Yeah, I'll yell out, "Time to go!" And yeah, time to run. I'll turn, cast haste on myself, and start sprinting out.
Okay.
So that'll give me 60 feet of movement, and then I'll use the extra haste action to dash. So I'm just gonna bolt 120 feet.
Okay. And you said you're using disengage action?
No, I shouldn't have to disengage. Run. Oh, I guess I'll run past that guy. I'll just let him get a hit.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I just learned I can walk vertically in the ethereal realm.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear.
Jungle bug is in at the wall.
But yes, I can hear and see anything on the plane up to my sight is 60 feet, and everything is gray.
Okay. So you can faintly hear the echo of Brecken calling out to you then. Okay, and you said you're
all she did was dashes, so
60 feet gets me there. As I'm running past the door where I saw them enter, I'm going to yell really loud, Blackwell, get Dodwell, and teleport out. And just like loud as I can, because I don't know where they're at. And then I'll keep going. 60 feet gets me there. I should go another 60 feet and then just keep running.
okay. So
Apple has no idea where it is.
Nope. So that will be
Uh,
an attack of opportunity from the one guy.
Yep, that says
That is
it
a
will be.
fat 18 to hit.
18. I will shield and it will miss.
Okay. All right. That's all it can do. So yeah, you make it out there. Avril, kind of surrounded right now. What do you do?
Okay. So first, I'm going to hit this first. Hopefully, hit this first guy with my warhammer. 10. All right. Hopefully, hit him with my warhammer.
And which one are you going for?
God damn. Well, my whole plan is ruined now. The guy I'm holding on to.
His AC is 18, so those are unfortunately going to miss.
Oh, yeah, I know. Let's see. I will activate the belt of challenge and try and hit him one more time.
Okay. Okay, that one will hit.
I'm going to pump 2 of these into it.
Okay.
Radiant.
Okay.
And then that will heal me a d6.
Okay, so you go to slap him with the warhammer. He's able to grab it away from you. You pull it out from his hands. Go to hit him again. Doesn't quite do it. And in a fit of rage, you finish the last one. You push it straight through its skull, and it goes down limp in your arms.
Awesome. Toss him to the side, and I'm going to run out this bottom door.
And that is going to be an 11, so that's going to miss for the attack of opportunity.
Awesome. I heard get out, and I couldn't get out the other door without trying to take 2 attacks of opportunity, so second best option.
Yep.
That's everything for me.
All right. Blackwell, you hear Brecken speak to you through the ethereal plane. What do you do?
Did you call that? So I know where you are.
I don't think he would have thought of that. He told me what room I was in.
So he said to go get Avril. I know that this room connects to where Avril is, so I'm going to Misty Step in there.
Okay.
And hope I don't land on top of him. Oh, he's over there. So let me walk over to where he is. I'm going to pop out in front of him and hope he doesn't punch me in the mouth. Fuck! Ow! Gets me every time!
Okay.
So you obviously are doing too good.
No, I'm beat the fuck up.
And the fairy friend here. Now, right?
She has superior invisibility. She can get herself out if she needs to, but if you want to grab her and take her with you, she'll go. She won't resist.
Okay.
She knows you guys are cool.
Trying to find out how big this chest is. Oh, never mind. I can't put living things in the chest.
Please don't. She only has one hit point. She'll die immediately.
Well, the chest would like keep her safe.
Oh, nah. She's got a flight speed of 30
If I
feet.
put if fairy's in my pocket, can I teleport with her without it counting?
What's that now?
If the fairy's in my pocket, like in my inventory, can I teleport with it without it counting? Because she's not like a fairy, like a player character, right? Fairy. She's a pixie.
I'm gonna allow it this time. I'll have to check for sure, but I'll allow it this time.
Okay. So
The only time we get away with it.
in the pocket.
I got a pixie in my pocket.
Open up the dimension door.
All right.
All right. After you, Apple, walk through the door. Just walk through the weird door that popped out of nowhere.
It just falls through it.
I'd like to think it opens on the ground.
Yeah. Just like,
All right.
It's like one of those ones where like he falls out of the ground and then just like as he comes out he just lands flat on his back like because it just like opened like horizontally, like vertically where we were going but horizontally where we left from.
Where's Nietzsche at?
Not with us.
Is he in?
Yeah, Nietzsche is back somewhere else.
That's Cameron Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say I'm popping up in the Ghostfire library because that seems to be our main meeting place. Yeah. I think so. I think I can cast it 500 feet like teleport out before I want.
Is it for dimension door? I think it's a range of 200 feet.
Uh-huh.
If I remember correctly, I might be wrong.
Anything further would be teleport.
Because I thought it was.
I think it's 500 feet. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 500 feet. But yeah, you can teleport any.
If it's 500 feet, you can teleport. Should be able to teleport straight up to the surface.
Yeah.
200 feet straight downwards or upwards.
Well, no, that's just how you would announce it. Otherwise, you can visualize where you want to pop.
Oh, right. 500 feet. There it is. I see it.
Okay. So where are you teleporting? You're gonna go like a certain amount of feet up and sideways, or?
Well, I mean, I would probably visualize the streets or something above where we are. You know, somewhere safe.
Go ahead and roll me a history check. I'll see how accurately it comes up. Okay. 23, okay. Yeah, you're kind of visualizing an area where you might come up at. You find yourself with your allies over on 10th Street.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works. I assume if we're underneath the 10th Street, then the door would open up from the ground. Maybe
Yeah.
used to it. I just like walk out of it. But then
Yeah.
I don't really have to crawl out of it. Your
Naturally.
doors suck. Oh my god. The gravity works the same. Like the floor is always the floor. Just walk.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
So Una and Runner, you guys are able to escape from the crawl warriors that were chasing after you. You kind of make your way through the Undercity.
Just like
Woohoo! I just planted like a whole escape routine, like bag of tricks, up for a dire wolf for the deer,
Yeah,
or sleep spell and run like hell.
for sure. You guys do what you got to do to get out of there. You guys end up back out on the street, uh, not on 10th Street. What do you guys do?
As soon as Una is clear and knows that she's not being followed, she is tossing off that disguise outfit she's wearing and goes back to looking like regular old Una.
All right.
yep. I dropped disguise self and use second wind.
Naturally, yeah.
And she will just casually walk towards the library,
Oh my
knowing
gosh.
that that was the meeting point.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
I definitely stop somewhere for a little bit just to make sure that nobody's tailing us, and then head back to the library.
Una will be constantly sending message back in the direction she had been running away from, just to like try to see if she's gonna get Brecken at some point and go, "We're running, we're running, we're running, we're running, library." Like,
Okay.
but like she's just sending it that direction. She has no idea if Brecken ever hears it.
Hey, I'm 25.
All right. So Blackwell and Averill, you guys find yourself on 10th Street. It's a familiar area. You know how to get back towards the base. What do you guys do? Are you guys gonna head straight back there, or something else?
I assume I'd tend to Averill's wounds before moving.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Noble.
I got a lot of them.
Yep.
So let me cast. What's the one that heals people? Yeah, the Aura of Healing. Yeah. So Aura of Vitality while we're walking back to the library.
Okay. So Nichek,
Yes.
you find Jace. You ask him, or you tell him that you found a way to help. He asks you, well, how can I help you retrieve this thing?
Well, I got these directions right here. I just need help getting there.
Okay, so you kind of do you write down the directions like on Innistrad? Like, is that kind of what you're going for?
Yeah, like whatever I needed to rip out of that book, I ripped out of the book.
Okay. He kind of looks over it and he's like, okay. The Moorland, Gyre Reach Mountains, the Ashmouth. This is the plain of Innistrad. I just came from there.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe that you could help.
Says, as you can understand, I can't take you there. However, I might know someone.
Yeah, whatever I gotta do.
Yeah. He says, after the maze, if you still would like help in your journey, he says, meet me back here and I can discuss with you. We get into contact with the person I know that might be able to help you.
That'd be awesome.
So I'll see you then. Best of luck in the maze.
Cheers, Captain.
I think he's gonna give you something. Hold on. He pulls his. He's like, before you go, I have something for you. He takes his hand in his satchel and he uh, hands you this stone.
Okay.
Looks like a sphere that's kind of got this like green, almost looks like an iris, but it's like black and green. On it, there's some text inscribed that says, "Every part of the gate was reclaimed from forgotten ruins and imbued with new purpose by the swarm." He says, "This. Don't tell anyone I gave you this, but this should help you and your friends in the maze. I believe you guys have what it takes to defeat the maze."
Well, thanks, Jace. If that your confidence means a lot.
He kind of nods at you as he kind of pulls up his hood and walks away out of the guild hall.
What did that say again?
I'll share it to you in the chat.
Okay. The gate was reclaimed.
All right. As you're finished speaking with Jace, where do you go next?
Realizing that I'm not going to be able to get where I want to go right away. And this is the best lead I got to getting there. I will just head back to the library.
Okay. Yeah, you head back in. As you sit down at one of the tables in the library, you see Una and Runner walk through the door.
Can I be putting the book away?
Yeah, you most certainly can.
Oh, it's Runner here yet?
It's done.
Have you been here this whole time?
Yes, according to everyone, we've been here the whole time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, cool. You didn't by chance look through that book that was on the table, did you?
Nope.
Oh, cool. It's really boring. Nothing. There's nothing about it.
Una holding forward. Me?
The one that you were putting away when we came in?
No, the other one.
Nope.
Okay. If you say so.
Oh, God.
Yeah. My passive is 12.
Una's gonna insight check that shit.
I don't think you have to.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. You know, full face that Nee is just like,
Una's just going to quietly whisper to him, "We will be talking later about this."
It was okay. It's a book about witches. I was just looking some stuff up.
Why was that so hard to tell?
I promise I did not rip any pages out of the book.
Una just smiles and pats him on the back.
I didn't.
Tearing up books?
I didn't tear up any books.
Now I feel like I have to walk over there and grab the book.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's completely
don't-
unnecessary.
Uh-huh.
No, it's
Unnecessary. You
fine.
sound like that one time I found that stuff in your room.
Wait, what stuff
That's
did you find in Nichek's room?
We
Hey.
swore we wouldn't talk about it. It's
Okay.
it's skull
I
stuff.
need to know what mischief he gets into, you know.
I really like mushrooms.
Oh,
So
Matt, you and I split those mushrooms, dude.
Yeah, that's
You had extra in your room. What the fuck?
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
as you guys, as you pick up the book, Runner, and you guys are arguing, you see Blackwell and Avril walk into the door. You're reading through the book, Runner. It's titled "The Liches of the Multiverse." Inside, you see several detailed accounts about the lives of several different liches around the multiverse. Um, about midway through the book, there are like 3 pages ripped out.
Can I tell like what? I'll look at the part right before the parts that's ripped out. Can I tell what it was about to talk about?
Okay, actually, I'll say this. So it was actually towards the end of the book, and it's in alphabetical order by the name of the lich, or at least what they went by.
Oh, so is there a specific one you're interested in?
No. Maybe.
I mean, it kind of seems like that's what you tore out. You shouldn't really be tearing these. Maybe you
It's-
could get copies made.
Oh really?
Yeah, you talk to the librarian. They'll copy part of a book out for you.
Well, the last librarian that I knew ended up being a double agent, and more. It's a little hard for me to trust people nowadays.
You trust us,
On
right?
that note, I'll toss the Lich book on the table and reach in my backpack and pull out 2 bottles.
Okay.
Speaking of which, should we get started now or later?
I need one.
Now,
I'll pop the cap on both. I'll slide one to you, and I'll take a swig out of the other one, and then offer Tuna.
Oh, Boona will
I
take
heard
a
everywhere.
swig and then pass it back, knowing that you guys need it more than she does right now.
I think Nee's just like glug 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 glug, not realizing that maybe this is a take a sip and pass it on situation.
Yeah, it's 2 bottles of whiskey. Basically.
Yeah. No.
Una does not stop Nichek.
No, we're just
He's like, he's gonna learn.
we're just going.
This is the kind of night it's supposed to be.
So you
if I see you check like drinking whiskey that hard, definitely got to bring out that that's definitely not good for his health.
Says the dude that ate a corpse mushroom earlier.
I tried to eat corpse.
That's true. I wasn't gonna say that in front of Nichek, but he totally went into the underground and ate a corpse mushroom. It was a smell.
I watched stuff happen. It was funny as fuck.
It grew tentacles.
those,
I tried to eat the corpse mushroom and it hit me. I got the scar on my hand.
oh yeah, you shouldn't eat those. Why did you eat anything down there?
That's what I told him. It's a sewer.
It smells like shit.
It's horrible. I can't. I'm not gonna have an appetite for a week.
I could go for some food.
That is weird.
Well, if we're gonna order out, I could take some fried mushrooms with ranch.
So are we not gonna talk about? I'm gonna like pantomime what just happened without actually saying it.
Una will just pantomime with her hands going boom as if she made the fire explosion.
Well, Runner said it was done. I assume it's done.
Would sneakily punch somebody to death.
Yeah, it's
I
done.
don't think. I don't think it's
Okay.
very safe.
I feel like we were totally under the radar.
Blackwell,
Please, so work.
as the effects of the mushroom wears off and they are brought up again, you feel this boiling nausea beginning to erupt from your stomach. And
Oh, take it outside. Take it outside.
Please don't throw up on Una. Please don't throw up on Una.
yeah, you just start hurling, like this urge to hurl.
Outside the
Yeah.
The badger goes and eats the puke.
Aww. Aww.
Just imagine Blackwell's just like, I mean, whatever, dude. For science, right?
Obviously, Frankie would come
They
with
gotta-
them when they got back.
They got a notebook. Fascinating.
That badger is gonna be fucked up.
That's fine. It's not like it's going to not pop up tomorrow anyways. Perfectly fine if I manage to pull it out.
This is spicy juice.
It's not that bad. I barely hear the voice.
Neat.
That's not juice.
What?
That's not juice.
Oh no. Nia, are you
Yeah.
already wasted after? Oh dear. Yes, he is.
How did
Okay.
you think that it was juice? You drank like half the bottle in one go.
I thought.
You're gonna have a rough night and even rougher morning. Just to let you know.
Oh, it's been not my roughest.
Una's just gonna whisper into Nichek's ear really, really quietly. I got her with a fireball.
You get another 30
She got
let's see if you
roasted
still
and I
say that.
yelled at her for you.
So is the competition next day or later?
3 days from now, because you guys went after the guild's pack summit, so it's 3 days from now.
Okay, so 3 days from now, you should be ready. But right now, go for it.
It's
Drink up, little bro.
well, yeah, kind of have. Is that one juice?
They're both the same. This juice is called whiskey.
Oh, I've never had whiskey juice.
You have now.
Some cows. Here, can I have some?
You may remember this for the rest of your life, or may remember nothing by morning. Well, so we'll have to wait and see.
Can I pull out my Topor potion that I made with my poison kit and just kind of push it towards Nichek, going, here, this will help you definitely tomorrow.
Oh, what's tomorrow?
You're going to have a hangover. This is going to make you learn about that fire juice you're drinking.
What? What's? I don't want to be hung nowhere.
I'm gonna
drink what I just gave you.
I'm gonna take a swig of the bottle that I got back from Una. I'll hand it over to Avril, and I'm going to snatch the not like angrily, but like friendly out of Nichek's hand.
Oh yeah, you can have some. Come here.
Oh, I think you've had plenty. Let's see how this settles before we have some more.
I feel warm.
Yeah.
Una, why? You're whispering in my ear.
Here, drink this, and she's gonna hand him the Topar poison.
Is this
It's
the
fire juice?
Oh, it's fire juice. I didn't really like that fire juice.
No, this will make you feel real good. Don't worry, honey. Fine.
Okay. And I just start chugging whatever that is.
It is poison.
Beautiful.
To make you throw up.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Get him outside.
Oh, too late.
And that's what we call
That's not
your limits, my little brother.
that was bad juice.
No, it wasn't.
It was really bad.
If we're let's take this back to our dorms.
I think I got it on the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take it a little bit. I'll catch up, and I'm just gonna go start prestidigitating all the puke up.
I'm going to use my ability to make to neutralize the alcohol or check system.
All right.
But I'll also take care of that poison too. Una just dying laughing. She is She
No,
is
don't
gone.
ruin a good drunk. We don't need to let him
But he can
have
just
his night.
He
Oh,
can
he's
get
going
drunk
to have his night, but he's going to fucking remember it.
I feel like the boy gets a little drunk. You guys start putting stuff down him, casting spells on him. Just let him enjoy his drink.
No, but think about it. You get it's like enjoyable to get up to that point, right? And then you feel like crap, and then you get back to zero, and then you go up to it again.
That's how he'll figure that out at his own time. We don't need to rush it. We're not trying to make him a professional drinker on night one. Like, just let him get a little drunk and get a little sick in the morning. He'll be fine.
I feel like I'm about to throw up again.
Then get him outside.
Una is secretly trying to discourage him from drinking like that again.
Can someone pick me up?
Okay, come on, you.
Yep. And he just takes you. Hold you back.
Oh.
Brecken!
Oh,
Any of you guys grab Brecken on the way out? Please tell me you found her.
Oh yeah. I think you put her in your pocket.
You look down, Blackwell, and you just see this, like, your pocket going.
I was thinking she could get out of there by herself. I guess not.
Brecken,
she,
you okay? Okay, you're good. All right, come on, sweetie.
she flies out and flies up to Blackwell's face and starts cussing him out in a language you don't understand.
Una does not understand Sylvan.
She's speaking in Eldrani right now, so no one can understand her. But
Damn.
she
She went back to her room.
Can Una even tell she's very angry?
Oh
Take
yeah,
it back to the mother tongue.
yeah. You can definitely tell.
Oh shit! I almost did
But Brecken, come here, honey. We're gonna go get a drink, okay? Let's go get you a drink.
my name's Nichek.
Well, Nichek, we're gonna get you a more drink, okay? Like, we got this.
Can Pestis Tree have some juice?
Yeah, go ahead and give Pestis Juice some of that juice I just handed you.
Oh, I know. I don't want that juice.
No, stop giving her that. Stop giving people poison.
You gave me poison?
No. And like Una's like, cut it out.
That's
Like,
not.
enjoy my fun.
3 days later. Did anybody want to do anything other than drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish clean up the library, tuck that book away, and I'll take it with me.
Okay.
And then I just want to read into it a little bit more. I'll check it out when I got some time.
Okay.
And then I don't know, sometime in the morning, I'd probably slip out and go by the tailor and pick up my order.
Well, certainly can do that.
I need to go ahead and ditch these clothes now that I've done a bad thing in them.
Yep.
So yeah, when I wake up in the morning, I'll toss on basically toss on the outfit that I wore on the date night we went on, and then I will destroy these clothes and head out.
All right.
After
I'm feeling okay.
After a day or so, I would check with Jace to see what's the status of what was her name? Dark Vivi.
You're talking about the
Z-
Zeddy's real name?
Yeah.
Zeddy's real name was start with the Etrada.
Say Zeddy because that's what she was hired in Ghostfire as.
Yeah, her name was Etrada. Etrata.
Okay, so you're asking him for a status. What was it you were wanting him to do? I forget.
Basically, I mentioned to Jace about because he knew she was undercover, right? But
Yeah.
he let her join Ghostfire. So I was saying, is she still part of Ghostfire or not?
He would tell you that as far as he can deduce, she probably won't be coming back by her own volition.
Yeah, that checks out. Mission accomplished and all that.
So if I was to put her in a hamster.
God damn it. I think Avril's gonna finally break down and he's gonna buy a bunch of potions. And I want to go have a chat with the kid, like an actual chat.
Yeah, it would be good for everybody to go talk to their guild leaders about what they need to do.
Okay.
So I'd like
For the champion.
I'd like to buy as much greater healing potions as I can with 10 platinum and 1,450 gold. I would
Okay.
like to do a persuasion check to try and reduce the price.
Have Una come with you. She can distort its value for you.
The one that you have to store value. I think my persuasion is higher than yours. I don't know.
Well, no, I just have to touch the item for 1 minute and it'll distort its value for anybody. And it's 8 hours spell.
No, I get that. Then we can also persuade them to reduce its half value more.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you distort its value, and then I'll try and talk them down.
Okay. I got a +7 deception, so cool. Either works.
Yeah, I'm +6 persuasion.
Fucking bard trying to steal shit.
I got a 1 level in Bard, the rest is all Sorcerer.
Oh, I'm sure after at some point the next day, once we were all sober and we had our night of getting drunk, I would set Nietzsche down and tell him like exactly how everything went on the mission.
Okay.
Give him the play-by-play. I try to keep the damage to a minimum. Like of course, it's not always possible. Some of our friends.
I didn't hurt anybody.
I think at one point Avril and Blackwell peeled off. There was some fighting, commotion in another room. I saw Zig come out, try to run, and I intercepted her, and Una and I managed to take Zig out without hurting anyone else. I'm not really sure what happened in the other room. You'll have to ask Blackwell and Avril.
So they're going to be 135 gold apiece. I'll let you work out the math there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, me and now I have to do my.
Okay. So you're giving Nietzsche the lowdown, picking up clothes from the tailor. Avril, you're getting some healing potions, going to talk to Domri.
Yeah, basically,
And I will
what
help Avril with that.
Yeah.
I want to pick that up so when he goes back, it's not like a surprise. Basically, he's prepared for whatever might come up.
Gotcha. And Una, you're going with Avril to help him, and then did you have anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah. Also, she's going to inquire to each member of the party, like, okay, what really happens with those books you all got from the Blood Witches? Like, seriously, I need to know.
We turned him over to Jace.
Fuck.
One of them might have ended up in the hands of House Demir.
Double fuck? Well, hey, that's good information to know. I'll just say that Cult of Ragnos is kind of looking for them, so good to know. At least I have an idea.
I mean, is it a good idea that they get them? They're trying to summon a demon into this world.
No, they just look. In order for me to do this champion thing and like prove myself to them, they just want to know where the books are. So if I can give them that information, then maybe I can get to better where I am.
Can we do something else? Maybe we'll just we'll throw a really big festival this time.
No, you can't run the same gag once. You go on to the next one, which is, espionage. I mean, come on, look at what we've been doing.
Yearly comedy festival.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
mud wrestling.
You can do that. That's the beginner shows.
None of the wrestling me is the final boss.
I don't know. The girls in bikinis and the Blood Witches fighting you. No, that just end poorly.
Why would you wrestle in a bikini? That doesn't make any sense.
It's mud wrestling. What else would you wrestle it?
Well, I mean, I thought the mud was just to make it slippery, so it would be more difficult and more challenging.
Yeah, right.
Bikinis not a bad one, but spandex is better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just do it naked.
I'm sure many people would pay for that, but no.
Don't want to fuck my clothes up.
So
Except for
Black,
the copious amounts of oil.
Una will go find that one blood witch from the meeting on like the third day before the maze and report that where two of the books are. One was given to Jace, and the other maybe in House Demir.
I just realized that the blood witches recognize us.
uh,
No, you guys killed them all. Una
No,
doesn't know that.
No, we just stole the books and we're bounced.
Oh,
this one did not. It was a different one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
there
but
may
they were lower ranked than the ones that we.
yeah.
That was the other thing was high ranked. We were kept low ranked.
Yeah, Una would go look for the high rank one that she talked to at the summit.
I was completely open and honest with everybody about everything. So I would have been completely open and honest about this. 2 of the books are with Jace, and 1 book is with House Demiro.
Okay.
Like to account for all 3.
Yeah, so Una would report that because she was asked to find the books. Not to get them, just to find out information of where the books went, I believe is what I wrote down.
Well, I wouldn't mention they were with Jace because Jace is right now trying to get everybody to work together.
No, she probably just mentioned the House Demir one.
She could say that the 2 have been turned
And also
into
not
Jace.
something.
I mean, I don't care about that. It's just like
I'm saying Jason has to.
yeah, but like okay, so all the guilds want what they want. You're not going to change that. What we do need to do is make it so that they stop this bigger threat, so they can go back to their own fighting.
Yeah, and Rakdos won't work with the other guilds until they know where those books at, because Una said, if I find out where these books are, would that get you to help? And she said, maybe. So if Una turns in that information, she's thinking it could get them to actually commit, rather than her going, I'm representing Rakdos, because that's what she did.
Or they could be going, oh, if House Demir has it, then we're not going to work with House Demir because House Demir's already in.
Yeah, but that's like Golgari saying they're not going to work because Izzet's in it. They don't like it. I mean, none of the guilds, a lot of the guilds have a grudge against the guild.
Golgari was the first one to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we might have.
Well, we could just take it to. I mean, at this point, Una's already told her people. I think if I am aware of Una going to tell that news, I would go to Jace and tell Jace that he could trade those books for the cults working along with us.
Yeah. If Una's drunk enough, she would share that. Yeah, she's gonna tell that information to the Blood Witch to get Raknos on board with the other guilds.
Yeah. Then while she leaves, I would tell Jace that just so that he's prepared for that, for all that to go down, and that way he can contact them without waiting too long.
Can you roll me?
You can play politics.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a persuasion check? Runner.
Oh, runner. Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. Not Una. Una won't roll that.
Notoriously good at these.
Una's very good at them.
Okay.
That was a twisted 19.
I'm gonna get back to that. So Blackwell, what is it you said you wanted to do in the 3 days?
So after I asked about Etrana, then I would want to spend the days getting my lab ready. I would because I started up a new lab inside Izzet. I want to. Their first product was that weapon add-on I made. You remember that?
Yep.
So that was to prove their abilities. Now I want to educate them on my knowledge of blind eternities, demonstrate what I am capable of doing, and set them on the course of replicating that. Great.
That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Nichek, what about you?
Um, I think he's doing a lot of push-ups and just like spending a lot of time by himself.
Okay. Okay.
He'll be built like a dude who just got out of prison.
Yeah, he's going through a lot right now.
Okay.
Poor little bro.
Goes in there looking like Michael Cera, comes out looking like The Rock.
God.
And probably spending some time like with that item that Jace gave him. Like just sitting there like looking at it, pondering it, trying to figure out what it all means. Like, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
So
I'm
Runner.
going to, if I got extra time, I'd like to go to the library and research some of these planes that were brought up.
Okay, you can do that.
Amonkhet, Theros, Kaladesh, Ixalan, and any news of where Ugin might be.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna say is you go talk to Jace, Runner. So Jace, pretty much the conversation. He tells you that it's gonna be a hard bargain or it's gonna be a hard decision to make whether to let that back in the hands of Rakdos, but it is something to consider. As far as that, Runner, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll just an intelligence check, and we'll see what you get from the planes. Una, you're talking to the Blood Witch, and Avril, you're talking to Domri. So Una, you go and brief the Blood Witch on the location.
Just the location. She does not reveal her sources of information.
Okay, so you're just telling her about the Demir one, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That it was stolen and taken to House Demir.
Okay. So she would be visibly frustrated by this information. She would ask you to join her on in some chaos to try to draw out the Demir and get their book back.
Immediately, Una goes, "Hell, fucking yes."
All right, cool. She says she'll get back to you with more information on that.
Una just has this giant ass grin on her face the whole time.
Okay.
Queen of Chaos, guys. Sorry.
Okay, and then Avril, you go talk to Domri. He would be in the Skarg. That's where the leader of the Burning Tree clan hangs out. That's like what he is. That's the guild master. How do you approach Domri?
I just walk up to him.
Okay. You find him sitting on like almost a throne of sorts made of bone.
Una always
and
gets into
hide.
trouble.
He's kind of like just sprawled back, like not even caring, and he's drinking like a tankard of ale. He's surrounded by several like different Gruul members, all kind of like whether that be working on their weapons or partying or fighting each other, typical Gruul things. He says, "My champion." He says, "What can I do for you?"
Hello, kid. So, what's the plans for the Grove then?
Says, well, with the news given at the meeting, things might have to change. He says, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. He says, I wasn't always a member of a guild. He says, I've always idolized the Gruul whenever I was one of the guildless. I grew up in Precinct 4 on the streets, poor, no money. No one wanted to help me. Even if they could, they wouldn't. So I idolized the Gruul for having the guts to fight the powers that had to deal in my everyday misfortunes as an adolescent. He says, I was rejected by society, so the Gruul was a natural fit for me. He says, once I saw the Orzhov start to push into the rubble belt, I led my clans to fight them off, to keep them from taking our land. He says, I moved through. I didn't like moved through the ranks, and I didn't like the way Borbrigmos was handling things. He wasn't striking with precision. He was striking for no real reason. So I decided to take him up on a fight, and I won. Says, so now that you know a bit about me, tell me about yourself.
I'm not from this world. I've been to a couple of different planes now, not my own accord. But I was also guildless until recently. Decided the Gruul would be good for me, having read their histories and seeing their attachment to nature, but not like those Selesnya fucks being run by fucking dryads. Stupid. Don't like dryads.
None of us.
But for me, I would just like to try and get the Gruul back to the way they were, bringing nature together with society, and claiming our peace, of course. But these dregs out here, there's no forest here, there's no street here, there's no outside anywhere. I feel like if we can carve a place out of this city, grow trees and things again, and feel more at home.
He says, so you would go against the powers that be with peace. You wouldn't go about it with a fight.
I'd go about it anyway. It needs to be gone about. But I don't believe people necessarily need to die unless they need to die.
Says, I admire your affinity for the outside world.
It would be amazing, but that's not so. It's understandable that we'll most likely have to fight our way through to get to where we need to go. But I think at the end of it, it should result in a unity of sorts with everyone around us. Them understanding that we will not bow to their ways, and them understanding that they cannot break us.
He says,
everything and kill everyone. It never works. That's what they tried in my world, and it ended with the entire plane shattering.
Says, I like you. Says, this is where I think Borbrigmos was failing as a leader. He says, I see it much. He says, I like you. He says, that's where Borborigmos failed. He says that he doesn't think it'll start with peace. He says the current leaders will have to be brought down, or at least enough to show that the Gruul means business. he says, I have people helping me achieve my goals. And he says, you and I are not so different. But he says, if we can help the people that I have alliances with, I think we can carve out our own piece of this world and maintain the world that you envision.
Does he mean the girl leaders or the leaders?
He says his friends, his allies. He is the girl leader.
I'd say, well, who is it that you have alliances with, possibly? It depends on, if they do envision a world of peace at the end of all of this, then I could be very, very apt to work with them. The ones that we work with as well, they are wishing to find a common balance at some point in time and bring about a lasting peace. Not this fallacy that's going to be going on here soon just to beat the larger threat, but something true and steadfast.
He says, well, my allies, they have their own goals and motives that don't intersect with ours. But he says, they're just a means to an end. So I'm sure you can understand that if we can use them to get what we need, we don't have to associate with them for the rest of their plans.
Chances 1 to 10 that we'll have to kill them at the end.
Well, they're very powerful people, my allies. Killing them's probably not going to be an option.
Interesting. They even have you shook.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to meet them. Now I'm not so sure.
Maybe one day, if you'd like.
Well, I feel like I'll stay here for a day or two, but I have business to attend to. Obviously, you know what's coming up. I'll stay with you today, and let's continue to talk and drink, eat, learn about each other.
Yeah, that'd be my pleasure. And he kind of cheers you with his tankard and just downs it.
I just grab one of the gruels that are around somewhere and just take it out of their hand and drain it.
Yeah, you hear him say, hey, that was mine. And then just out of nowhere, a goblin just smokes him in the face. But it was like this orc, and he turns around and just smokes the goblin. He goes flying through the group.
I just start laughing my ass off.
So, yeah. So the talk goes well. You kind of, party it out for the rest of that day at least. Yeah. So, Nichek, going back to you, you've been studying over this stone.
Mm-hmm.
The more you look at it, the more the random arrangement of the green lines that flow through the orb start to make sense to you. They don't look so random. They look like pathways. It looks like it kind of outlines the 10th district, like where you have been before, like a rough version of it. But it kind of shows you this green path that leads through the 10th district and then back around to loop into itself.
Okay.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed it was. Yeah, just like.
How much time do we have?
It's about probably 2 days in at this point, I would say, with what everybody's got done. Maybe on to the third day right now. Probably halfway through the third day.
So I wouldn't have time to try to follow the path.
You could probably spend a few hours trying if you'd like.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So I got you guys on the 10th district map here. Let me see what I got on this one. Okay, so you see the line start kind of near a point on the Transguild Promenade. You make it there, and this is kind of what you see.
So excited.
Kind of what you see there. I don't know if that popped up on the screen for you or not.
The magic card?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
very. There it goes.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's where it kind of leads you first.
Mm.
You only have a few hours to really explore the path. But it seems to head to the west along several back roads. It kind of takes you up into precinct to be 6. Takes you through precinct 6 down to where an area that you know underground there is a Golgari, a point to the Undercity. It takes you by another entrance to the Undercity that goes around to the north, sweeps back up into Precinct 5, around the giant pool of water that sits out the prism, out front of the Prism University, and then it seems to continue on around the university, but it takes you a few hours to trace the line to this point.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And then do I like see where the sun's at and like, oh shit, I gotta go, sort of thing?
Like,
yeah.
Starts to get late in the day as you kind of come back to the Prism University.
Okay.
So I'll kind of draw you a path of what it looks like here on the map. This is going to be a rough version here, but
Don't do it.
So it kind of takes you down through here, over to entry point here, and then over past another entry point around here. Takes you up back into precinct 5 around this pool over to the end, and it seems to carry on this way, and that's about where
I
you
don't know what layer you're on, but I don't see nothing. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Have to let the line be visible.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah. That's why it took so long. Long line. So yeah.
Okay.
1, 6, 5. Okay.
Part of this it says my spies.
A little bit of pressure from the blow in your nose.
Okay, so all that being said, it is about time to finish up here. I'm gonna, if there's nothing else you guys want to do in the meantime, it's about halfway through the third day for you guys. If there's anything else you want to do, the maze is gonna start tomorrow. So,
One thing I wanted to do, just check in with Kaya to see how things are going right now with Orzo.
Okay. She would tell you that there's a little bit of internal conflict still between Kaya and Tesa, but they've kind of came to an agreement like on as to like who's running what. She's kind of set up her own section of the Orzhov that she runs. Kaya runs another section, but they kind of all coalesce into almost a new council of sorts. along with
great.
some other
I
orcs.
just wanted to know where they were with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, was there anything else that anyone wanted to do before the maze gets started?
No, I'd probably start heading back after, like, cutting my travel time to where it would be, I'd be showing up just in time to, like, pass out the day before.
Okay.
So I'd be waking up at, like, base, you know, with everybody else, like, right before we leave out for the maze.
Yep. All right.
After that, too, I was like, I just decided that I'm joining Domri's clan now and found a spot, like, in his base somewhere where all the mana streams connect and just pop my tent there and be like, I live here. I'll be back later. Yeah.
All right, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So the following morning, you guys all make your way to the Transguild Promenade. It leads you to exactly the place that you started following the trail, Nichek.
Okay.
You see several people from Ravnica are surrounding that little area. Take you guys over to this map here. See that several Ravnica people are gathering in this like little plaza here to kind of watch things get underway. The Niv Mizzet flies up and kind of lands on the ring that sits around the top of the plaza. He says, "Welcome." Says, "Welcome everyone to the running of the implicit maze." Says, "These are our maze runners here," and he kind of has everyone line up around the plaza. He says, "Each of you are representing one of your guilds to be their champion on a quest to lead Ravnica to defeat the threat of Nicol Bolas." He says the implicit maze is an ancient maze that was formed after the signing of the original guild pact, and it follows mana paths and ley lines through each of the guild gates in all the districts of Ravnica, and takes you back here to this point. Once you've passed through all of the guild gates and you make your way back here, you will be declared as having completed the maze. He says there's no time limit, but the first 5 people to make it back here after passing through the guild gates shall be honored with the title of champion of Ravnica. And be aware that we see everything. You cannot cheat. And he says, with that, let the maze begin. And he starts to fly off. You see the 5 other people that are running the maze. I will show you a picture of them.
Avril, like, leans over to Runner. He goes, "There's rules? I wasn't paying attention."
We got to run through a bunch of gates.
So this is kind of like when
So there's no rules then.
Just if there are no rules, that means we can do it.
I would like to point out that if you can't do this with your own abilities, then you obviously aren't the one able enough for what they're searching for.
I mean, I don't have anyone else's abilities.
I think we increase our likelihood of being chosen if we work together.
Oh yeah,
I'm down for this. I mean, as
Working
much
together
as
is
I
not-
love causing chaos on my own, I'd like to point out that we are the fucking best in class. Still.
it's like our team versus their team, right? Isn't that what it is?
Well, they don't have to work as a team. It's kind of up to who.
It's the first 5 to cross. So if like 3 of us cross and 2 of them cross, like 2 of us are not the champions.
Yeah.
I guess the card
So
didn't say.
we gotta get going.
I have an earthen grasp and a web card. Should I just throw both of those at them while they start and we take off?
Oh no.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Ooh.
Okay. So let me go through these people real quick. So you have Imra Tardis, the speaker for the Tristanis, representing the champion for the Silesian Guild. You have Tajik. He is the leader of the Boros army for the Boros clan. You have Tesa Karlov. She is running the maze as the champion of Orzov. You have Lavanya. She is one of the supreme judges for God, I can't say that word. Azoria Senate. She's going to be running the maze for them. And lastly, you have Varel, who is called the Hall of the Clade. He is going to be running the maze for the Simic Combine. So.
And I thought you looked weird, Blackwell.
Yeah. So that said, you said you're going to cast some spells out the gate.
Well, I have
Was that?
I have 2 cards that can like impede movement.
Okay.
One of them is web and the other is earthen grasp. So like I think I would also like have told best in class about the like the orb I got and how it like it's a path. So like
You guys see, what was that? What was that?
oh, I just said and I thought you looked weird, Blackwell.
No.
Yeah.
Guy. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like Nichek grew up in a place with a like trial of sorts akin similar to like what we're being put through right now, at least as far as his mind is telling it. And he never got a chance to do that at his home. So he wants this real bad. And he's going to do whatever he can to make it across the finish line.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, he wants to make sure his friends are out of the way, but, like, throw down these, like, trap cards, basically, that are just going to give them a nice little head start.
Okay. So I'll describe the scene you see before you. So each of you guys are standing around your column for your guild. It's kind of like some Hunger Games style stuff. When he says everything begins, you see the Boros and the Azorius champions meet up and they start to run in one direction. You see the Silesian champion meet up with the Simic champion. They run off in one direction. And finally, Tesa Karlov takes her own path down another direction.
Do I notice any of them going the way that I believe we should go?
Yes, the Simic and the Selesnian, the two from there, they both head towards the direction of where the line leads for you.
So I think I would just like try to catch everybody's eye from like my Golgari pillar, and just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then like as he says like go, just start like Naruto running in the direction that I know that I need to go.
Okay, so you guys see.
Falling behind D-Check as he starts Naruto running. I definitely don't Naruto run though.
Okay. All right.
I'd be running to catch up to him, and as I'm going, I'm pulling out the bottle of endless water and getting it ready in case I need to create a wall or something real quick.
We form the flying V with Check at the front.
Luna's right there. She's got her giant badger with her today.
Okay.
Can you see the ley lines?
I can't see them per se, but I can see them.
Because we're supposed to be following, right?
Wait, is that what we're following? Is ley lines?
Yes.
Oh, would I catch on to that's what that is being what Nietzsche is following?
Well, once Blackwell tells you that, like, because I'm assuming you weren't paying attention, or like Avril wouldn't pay attention to what you was saying. He'd be like, "Oh, ley lines, I got that," and then kind of like, I see Avril as having this almost like sonar vision of kind of like where the ley lines are, like where he can detect where they're at. I'm gonna put you guys over on this map.
Woo!
Oh, fancy.
So this is where you can kind of see the ley lines go. I know the lines are small, but those are the ley lines and the different colors of mana that they represent and kind of where they flow through.
It's like trying to look at a subway map.
Yeah, it's complex, but that's you got to take your own path through the maze through there.
Right.
Luna's got got Team Badger with her tonight.
Where the D&D symbol, I'm guessing?
Yes, that's where you guys are starting at right now. So, however you guys want to go about the maze is up to you.
I hope you get dire roll.
That said, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it right there for today, so we don't get too far past our time. But
Yep.
yeah,
I'm excited.
Oh,
okay.
Me too.
Yes.
Nietzsche gonna lead the way.
I definitely did not anticipate all the shenanigans in the situation.
We went a little crazy.
It got wild.
That's okay. It was fun. It was fun.
It started off as like a slow detective thing and quickly went off the rails.
You guys seemed very like to the point on what you were gonna do, and then it just went nope.
It started out like Naruto and ended up being The Simpsons.
That's okay. It happens.
I did not hurt anybody.
It's true.
No, you didn't, but Una did. Una for sure did, and she didn't care.
I'm glad the old man didn't get hurt.
Lucky.
I know. I'm pretty sure the old man's done some bad shit, but he was funny.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they're fucking creating zombies trying to eat me. Fuck that guy.
I feel bad I didn't help with that situation, Avril, but
I
at the
lived.
same time, I know, but Una was like, "Oh fuck, I got somebody running towards me."
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching.
After I got out of there, I looked over at Dom and I was like,
if you want to join us next week as we take on
I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, okay,
this here maze. Please do. We enjoy having you.
I'm not used to playing fighter classes.
Have a good one.
All right, yeah. So my plan for this, running the maze, because it'd be a lot to just actually like plan all that out, but it's going to essentially work like a skill challenge. There's going to be obstacles to overcome in each area. Each one of them will be kind of like its own mini skill challenge, but they're all going to play into one greater skill challenge, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. I want to share this with you guys. I printed this out from the
Has
DM's Guild.
streams been stopped?
I was like, this is going to come in somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm going to need this.
Yeah.
That's where I get the magic mushroom from.
Ouch.
Okay, so
Hey,
What?
hey.
I think we're off stream. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Have a good night.